Yes, people. Welcome to another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and I'm joined by two out of three of my fellow co-hosts. I'm joined by Liverpool's, I was gonna say finest, but I just say Liverpool fan. You know what I'm saying? One half of Analysis at Anfield podcast on Sarcasm City TV. 1/4 of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Also, Ryan is in the building, so we'll start there. What are you telling me, Ryan? You good?
I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good, man. Really good. Nothing to
Love to hear.
complain about.
There we go.
Enjoy
And yes,
Shameless FC without you, so that was good
yeah,
as well.
like I said, I missed 3/4 of it, and unfortunately, one of those fourths is here, but we move. You know what I'm saying? But large up, carefree
That
living,
don't make sense. What do you
large up,
mean?
Neil. You'll figure it out. I said I missed 3/4. No, wait. Yeah, I missed 3/4 of the Shameless FC panel. There's four
So
of you, right?
Who are the fourths then? Like,
No, who were the four? You figure it
who are
out.
the
I
four?
said I missed. Jan's figured it out. That's why she's there laughing.
Me,
Yo,
Jan,
look at Jan.
Lewis, Babs. There's more
Look
than
at
four
Jan.
though on Shameless.
I thought it was no. He was. How many was on there today?
5 because Babs came on.
Okay, I didn't know Babs came on. I thought it was just 4 when I checked. It's all right. Then I changed it. Then in it. Well, I missed 4/5 of it. Then you know what I'm saying. It's 4
What? So
out
you
of 5
didn't miss
people I missed on
Jan?
there.
You're horrible.
And speaking of that, one
I
half.
don't really miss Jan anymore. So yeah.
One half of Gardem City, 1/4 of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, the queen of Sarcasm City TV, without a shadow of a doubt, Yan City,
I mean,
aka
Eleanor does
Yanchester
exist.
City,
So.
aka Yanchester City, aka this guy's ruining the introduction and that, aka Yannicka,
What? You said
aka
Queen of Sarcasm City. I had to correct you.
she is the queen of Sarcasm City. Even Eleanor wouldn't dispute that.
What? So Eleanor's doesn't exist?
I never said she don't exist. Who said all that? Who said all that?
So what's Eleanor then? The princess, not the queen.
I was gonna say, you know what? I was gonna say I don't know the female I'm having a moment today. I was gonna say, no. What I was gonna say, I can't remember I was gonna say like I'm the king of Sarcasm City TV. You're one of the princes. I couldn't remember what the female equivalent of that was until you just said it. Until you said it, I forgot what princess is in it. Like I couldn't remember it now. But it seems a bit, but whatever, man. Anyway, Yan City is in the building. How you doing, Yan City?
I'm doing good, apart from being ill. But apart from that, I'm good. How are you?
Well, that's good to know. Apart from doing that, and thank you. I'm blessed. I'm good. Can't complain. Looking forward to the Q&A as always.
Winter Surfer. We need to get Winter Surfer on tonight, you know.
Yeah, Winter Surfer is more than welcome. You already knows. Winter Surfer is more than welcome. I'll send you the link, Winter Surfer. If you want to jump on, let me know. Let me know. And you can jump on. But yes, this is the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, people. But please make sure, whether you're watching this live right now or you are watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Smash that like button. Share it across all the socials as well. Click that share button, share it to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can put it in a WhatsApp group, WhatsApp status, wherever you are active on. And subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. It is rolled to 4K. And if you haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A before, it's where you lot can ask us any question, any sporting question, past or present, and myself, Ryan, and Jan will answer. And also, as well as part of the membership, if you are a member, their comment or question takes priority like a super chat. So if you see me going to the same names, you know why. So I'm not ignoring anybody, but link for the membership is underneath in the description as well. But please subscribe to the channel, road to 4K. I'll run through some of the comments as well because Timo was here early. He said, on behalf of my office, I would like to send my heartfelt condolences to our dear beloved queen of Lily White TV for the performances today. May your season be Spursy. Amen, sister. Well, she's not here, but I'm sure she'll get the message. Nippon says, big up the panel. C1 London says, Thiago Silva, still world class. El Monstro, putting an absolute clinic today. We move, pocketed the best striker in the world to some people we move. So did Crystal Palace, but you know, I didn't know that Crystal Palace pocketed that same striker, number 1 and number 2, the best strikers in the world. I didn't know they even play for Bayern Munich or Real Madrid. Take your pick, but we move. It is what it is.
Yeah, he just ain't interested though. His heart ain't in it, to be fair to him.
Yo, you gotta get with it, man. You know what I'm saying? My heart
ain't
doing shows with you. I'm still here.
Tottenham team, even had like Oliver Skip and these guys. Like, what's he gonna do with them around him?
What did he do last year with these men? Look at you defending your guy. Right, so what did he do last? What did he do last year?
Yeah, but you wanted to move in it. He deserves better than Spurs.
Don't work like that. I'd want you to move. I want you to move away from me, but here we are. I'm still got my heart and I'm still here with it. You know what I'm saying? I still stream
Then
every
why
day.
haven't you
With
got
a
rid
big
of
smile
it
on my
yet?
face. Yeah, I don't. You know why? Because you're actually annoyingly very good at what you do. It's the only reason why you're here is your skill level. It's not here for your personality, are you?
So I'm like, you're a dick. I hate you so much. Why am I friends with you?
I told you this. You're good at what you do, and the chemistry between all of us works. That's why you're here. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It
just
works.
me and you, I think. Yeah.
It works.
Some
Not even with
people
Jan.
just,
It works. It
yeah.
works. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's an accident or not, it works, and people enjoy it because they keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're
Some
here.
people just
Daniel
don't treat
says,
me well, you know.
big up
Especially
everyone.
people
Chelsea or
below me.
Liverpool will win the league. Thomas Tuchel's side is playing really well. They have the champions mentality, and as a rival fan, I have to respect it. Ryan, what do you make of the game of Palace? Go into that while I run through some more of the comments.
Oh,
Give us a quick
yesterday.
rundown.
Oh, we were shit. We were very, very bad yesterday. Like that was the worst performance I've seen from us in a long time, innit? But we still won 3-0, so I ain't complaining, innit? But we were terrible still. It was a very bad game.
Fair enough. I hear what you're saying with that. Big up Daniel, who says, and we'll go further into that as well. He says, big up my Chelsea family and Sarcasm City family. Big up to Daniel each and every time as well. Daniel is on the train. I don't know if this is Ryan's burner account, but he says Liverpool are coming back with the mentality of the 18-19 season and 19-20 season. And Alisson was world class yesterday, and Salah scores every week. Salah is inevitable. He is inevitable. He's always going to score 100%. And you even changed your mind around on him as well.
Yeah, I'm actually starting. Yeah, like you got to big him up still. Like he's actually been very good so far this season, and he just scores goals, isn't it? Like,
is that because you've seen him in the ground now? Is that what that is? Do you think that's had any impact on your opinion on him? The fact that you're seeing him up close and personal, and it's in the ground, so you're seeing the stuff he does off the ball.
I'm not really. That's a good point. I'm not really sure actually because even in 1920,
one second, Ryan. What did you say, Jan?
I said, is it because he took his shirt off in front of the crowd?
That was a shameless celebration. That was the most shameless celebration.
I ain't gonna lie. If my body looked like that, I'd take my shirt off all the time too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, innit?
You want to show it off all the time.
I wanted to hate, but I'm like, yo, you
can't
well,
hate on that still.
Like, if I ever get like that, I'm coming on here with no shirt on. You get what I'm saying? And if I ever get,
we need to bring Salah on Shameless FC because that's the sort of behavior like that's needed.
Imagine he's coming on. He'd never come on here. Never ever in his life. Why would he do that? You know what I'm saying? To get
I know,
but
like,
we should ask him.
You get cooked in it. You chat to him in it. I know you got rich friends who probably know him. See what one part of the time.
Do you know what? Apparently,
here we go.
He lives near where I used to live. I don't live.
Yeah, you don't even live in Liverpool, apparently.
Yeah, I don't
live near that shit all of a stadium. Yeah.
But you know one thing, there was a good point what you were saying actually, the fact that the stadium thing, but then again, I've been like this with Salah. I was kind of like it during the 18-19 season, but at the same time, I was still giving him a chance because of what he'd done the previous season. 19-20, when we won the league, obviously COVID happened in the second half of that season. And that was when I was starting to get like sick of him, and I was still in the ground for that, for those games as well. So I don't know if the grounds have an impact on that really, but at the same time, he always does look better in the ground than what he does look on TV. I can't lie. There is so I'd say there's no, but I was going to pretty much every home game in the 19 before COVID anyway. So, and I was kind of getting onto him quite before that still. So it's a weird one still. It's kind of a yes/no answer to that. I can't lie.
Fair enough. That's fine. That's because there's nothing wrong. I see that people. There's nothing wrong with changing your mind and that. Like I'm not gonna roast.
Yeah, I've
for that.
There's still frustrating elements of Salah's game, and there's still deficiencies in his game, but man scores goals in it. Like he's just relentless. His goal scoring is ridiculous. I can't lie.
Like to the point where as a rival fan, it's annoying because I'm like,
his numbers are outrageous.
I know, yes, and he's not even a striker. If he was a 9,
team for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. He captained my fantasy team for a reason.
You need to change it and leave him as the captain and know that.
You know what it is? You know what? Partly, I think probably because Mane has been really, really bad over the last year. The problem is, at least when Salah has been like a lot worse in like 18, 19, 19, 20, he still scored goals in it. So you can still look at that. Mane's not even been scoring that much, especially over the last year. So that it kind of makes you realize that we were grateful to actually have Salah because at least he was scoring goals when he wasn't. His overall performances weren't there. Do you get what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah.
That's why I thought I'd ask, because there's nothing wrong with changing your mind. Like a
Yeah.
player, and you want.
I mean,
and you
don't
want
get
to
me
be
wrong.
wrong.
There are some players in that team that are pissing me off still. Jota's pissing me off. I don't care.
We're gonna get to that.
Did you see his goal? Did you see his miss at the defender?
That was like a parent. That I've heard my mum say that to me. The way you said you was pissed off, then
bro.
She said
that was at my end yesterday. I lost it, bro.
Oh, bet you did it. Could you imagine you in it?
Bro, I was getting ready to tell him. I was like, it's fucking horrible. But yeah, he's been horrendous. Bro. But he's been horrendous for a long time. But our fans seem to think he could become world class in the future. It's not going to happen, Liverpool fans. He's not that good.
Ryan, I'm in a fan base that thinks Scott McTominay can become world class. It's okay. These things happen. Genuinely. I seen a Scott McTominay compilation today talking about him being back in Manchester United's midfield and why he's vital to our title hopes.
But even
Scott McTominay, wait, did you hear what I just said? Scott McTominay, vital and title charge should not that should not be in a sentence together. Scott McTominay, vital and title challenge. Those three things don't mix. Like oil and water.
Football's gone, man, isn't it? Football's gone.
Finished. Go on, yeah. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying he came back, United win. He was injured.
They were winning before him anyway.
But you know,
maybe she tried it.
She
tried it, innit? She trying to trigger man, innit? Like, look at don't do
Yo, De Bruyne. Yo, have you realized the 2 times De Bruyne has played in this season?
Yeah, I'm trying it. You know, don't do that. Don't do that. We're gonna get into that. Large up to Sasha as well says big up the chat. Hope everyone is good. Time to Shine says big up, large up to Time to Shine. Lion Sniper says, what's this doing the Lee show about, big bro? Then so big up to you, Lion Sniper. If you've seen Doing the Most, which I believe you have, it's a spin-off show of that. So Doing the Least is a spin-off. So
is it like the Hobbs and Shaw to Fast and Furious?
Yeah, literally. Prime example. Spin-off show. So it's a spin-off show. So you got Doing the Most and Doing the Least. So Doing the Most will remain the same. And we have the 5 categories, which is it's the most unexpected goal, most unexpected goal, most unforgettable goal, most unacceptable error,
the most under the cosh manager,
untouchable manager, and there's one more. Can't even remember the 5th. Wait, I think I've got it here.
Is it goal or something?
I got it here. So here's the 5 categories for Doing the Most. It's the most unforgettable goal, the most unpredicted result, the most unacceptable error, the most under the cosh manager, and the most untouchable manager. So that's Doing the Most. So then in spin-off, Doing the Least, we flipped it, and it's the opposite. So it'll be the most unavoidable goal, the most predicted result, the most unavoidable error, the manager meeting expectations, and the manager hanging by a thread. So that's the spin-off. And Doing the Least will happen straight after Doing the Most. So we'll run Doing the Most on Twitch, and then when Doing the Most is finished, another stream Doing the Least will start, because you lot were asking for us to stay at the last week of Doing the Most. So shout out to Winter Surfer for coming up with the name. Shout out to Jan who bodied the idea for Doing the Most.
What about
that's
me?
Why we got the logo created. You just participated. You were the Joe Matic. You know what I'm saying? We carried you at that point, literally.
Yo, by the way, did you see how worse we were without Joe Matic yesterday? Just saying.
I was just saying you got a clean sheet, but here we are.
I'm
big
just saying,
up Black Diamond says man them. He says big up the man them. Dan Levitt says big up the panel. The 4-horse race looking good. I think it's 2, but here we are. We're gonna get into
Liverpool
that.
And Chelsea. Yeah.
Big up the panel. Hope you're feeling better. Jan with a love heart says Sasha.
Oh, big up Sasha.
UK Drilly says looking forward to the show. Gang business. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Gang business. Let's go. Flawless was that.
Sorry.
You're a weirdo. Go to bed, darling. Honestly.
Flawless. There was a game.
And I'm dying of a cough as well, so that's
why. This is the wrong show because you're always going to be laughing on it. Flawless, there was a game at Spurs today, just asking for a friend of mine. Yes, there was. Notorious FAT. Great question for you. How are you the king, Ryan, yet you get cooked daily?
I don't know. It happens, innit? People are jealous of the king, innit? So they try and dethrone me, but I'm still here, bro.
Well, Black Diamond says, young simp, stop trying to create drama, you little snowflake. You're the princess of Sarcasm City. You are the princess of Sarcasm. You are one of the
I ain't trying to create drama. What was I doing?
You are one of this. Oh, what am I doing? You're always like, I'm getting bullied. He's so mean to me. Yeah, Winter Surfer, when you're ready. You know what I mean? When you're ready, I'll send you the link. Yes, people, big up Flawless Ryan and Jan smashing it as always.
Big up Shazad, man.
Big up Shazad.
I prefer him to Flawless. I prefer him to you two, to be honest.
It's prefer insert person's name here than Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Just pick up.
I prefer anyone to Jan at the moment. I can't lie.
All right. Yeah, okay.
Even you, I actually prefer you to her at the moment, and that says a lot still.
I'm saying. All right. Like, share, subscribe, please. People, support a quality channel, says Black Diamond. Large up to Black Diamond as well. But yeah, we are going to get into the questions. Please keep your questions sporting related, past or present, any sport. Like I said, it can be football, it can be boxing, it can be tennis, it can be cricket. Whatever question you want to ask, whatever. And like I said, members do take priority like a super chat. So if you see the same names popping up, that's why. If you see the green username, link is underneath in the description as well. Flawless, what did you make of that guy's Welbs performance for Brighton? The real goal out here. I've said it before and I say it again. Is Danny Welbeck a world-class striker? Absolutely not. Can he still effectively do a job in the Premier League? Absolutely. And we've seen that. Like, if he stays fit, he'll probably get you 10 goals in the Premier League, which could be the difference,
especially under
playing up or going down. Especially under Graham Potter, who's a good manager.
No. I want to get into this actually because.
Answer the question and then we'll get off it. Before you get on that, we'll go to Jan first. Jan, did you see about Welbs' performance?
I didn't see it. I saw that he scored to make.
You see the goal. Talk about the goal, innit?
Yeah. No, I didn't see the goal, but you know what? I think Brighton in general have started this season really, really well. So I think last season their problem was they weren't scoring. They were having chances, but they weren't scoring. But it seems this season that they're scoring the goal. So, it'd be interesting to see how they do over the whole season. But their only problem last season was literally putting the ball in the net. So if they can do that now, then, they should get better and better. So we'll have to see what happens with them. But Brighton were good last season because, they beat us. And it wasn't one of them where we deserved to win.
No, so you're on the bandwagon now, finally, innit?
I'm not on the bandwagon. What I would say is...
No, I'm not having this. No, I'm not. People like you aren't welcome onto the Graham Potter train, I'm telling you, because literally...
I'm not on the Potter train.
No.
Let finish. Yo, Ryan, let go. I want to hear what she's saying, and then you can go back up. Let her hear what she's got to say. Go on, Jan.
You want me to show the text messages you sent me earlier on?
Allow all that. Go on.
Saying he might be right about him, as in he's good, right? But the thing is that you were putting him in conversations with like Klopp.
Yeah, that was a bit of shamelessness, but still.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But in general, me and Flawless have never said he's a bad manager. We've never said like, oh my God.
You Sean Dyche over him still.
I never said that. I just said Sean
Dyche. Yeah, you did. Don't lie. Yes, you did.
Did Sean Dyche? Wait. Did Sean Dyche not finish above him?
Does anyone like Sean Dyche?
I don't even know still.
Yeah, he did. He finished above him. Where did Brighton finish last season?
Yeah, Brighton did finish quite low. Yeah.
And Burnley finished above them. All I said was, you're raising up this guy, but then you're finishing behind Sean Dyche and Burnley with less resources. Brighton got a better team.
He's the best English manager.
Who was Sean Dyche?
Yeah, he did. No.
And welcome to the show, the Chelsea representative, another regular on the channel. You can catch him on NBA watch-alongs. You can catch him on courtside commentary. And just wherever else he pretty much wants to go. Once you're in Sarcasm City TV, you can go anywhere in the city. My like when the surfer is here. What are you telling me, man? You good?
Key to the city. That's what
you got keys. Everyone got keys to the city. Soon you enter, it's like keys to everywhere. Literally, you everywhere. You gate crashed the show last week. What do you mean you have a key to the city?
I'm here for the first lander. He's just hilarious.
That's what it is. Look at Jan. She's glowed up off that. But yeah, go on, Ryan. Say what you're saying about Welbs.
Nah, I'm not having this about certain people texted me earlier on saying, "Oh, I think you're right about Graham Potter. Oh yeah, it's only taken a few months of me saying, oh right, you're deluded." People saying that to me on Twitter and you're deluded about Graham Potter, yeah. This manager's better than. Oh yeah, but now people getting on the bandwagon. Nah, none of these people are welcome on to the Graham Potter hype train in it. Like I've been seeing it for time. I'm seeing on Twitter. Oh look how good Graham Potter is. Like I was the first person who was.
That's not a hype train. That's a bicycle with one seat and it's you on it. That's what that is.
Yeah, there's no Graham Potter hype train. You really started the Graham Potter hype train.
Like I'm saying, there's no hype train. That's just you on a bicycle, fam. It's a unicycle. It's one seat.
No, but all I'm seeing on Twitter, look at Graham Potter, brilliant. I was like, I started
all this,
but I was
I agree. I think it's and the way Brighton have started the season, I give them full credit. To go away to your relegation rivals in Watford and Burnley and win away, I think is very impressive. To beat Leicester is very impressive. Who's the other team they beat? They beat someone else as well.
They beat Brentford last minute.
And they beat Brentford. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, they scored there. Trossard scored a good goal. Say again.
When they go to Anfield and win there, Then we'll
they won that last
year. Players
at
the end of next month, in a month.
Because Liverpool were losing to Brighton and Fulham and them last
year.
We
lost to them last year, actually, at Anfield. Mind you, we lose to a lot of teams at Anfield last season.
You didn't win. You know what I'm saying? Everybody won there.
Yeah, it wasn't that special.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
It wasn't. Just like going to Arsenal. Really.
Yeah, it's like it was like going to Arsenal, innit? You couldn't tell if it was the Anfield or the Emirates.
Okay, it weren't that bad. Don't put us on that level.
It really was that bad. They didn't lose 6 in a row.
We actually had better home form than you last season, you know.
Just a surprise, isn't it? Only tax. Well, we move. But
it's the away record that matters. It's the away record that matters.
It's the away record. Yeah, like records matter in football. Like we spin in music.
Now your away record is actually very. You gotta give Ollie credit still.
That's different.
Look, he just gave me just the dirtiest look he's ever gave me still.
See, she's not saying this because I'm tired of. Do you see this conversation? I'm tired of having this conversation. Like I don't even enjoy wins as much as I used to. It's more relief. When United win, it's not happy. It's relief. That's a terrible way to go about it. We winning games, and I'm more like, we got through it. Relief, we got the result. What's the next one saying? Like we're just getting by. We haven't played well. Probably Leeds. The opening day is the last time United played well in a game, and we're joint top of the league. But we're just absolutely garbage to watch and that, innit? Would you lot? How bad are you lot that you lot are level with us? And that's your best ever manager, Ryan. You need to get your guys to sort it out. Say again?
We're genuinely joint top though. Like we are genuinely joint top.
That's what I'm saying. How are we on
Chelsea
the same
only above us in alphabetical order. That's what it comes to, isn't it?
Oh, is it
but you've had easier games.
The alphabet matters.
You haven't had to play. But you haven't had to play like a Chelsea. We've already played a Chelsea.
Who?
Us, we've played Chelsea. You ain't even played like a big
Chelsea,
team.
We struggled against Wolves. You don't count.
I know.
Even Brentford went there this week and bopped Wolves off the park. We made Wolves look exceptional. Brentford bopped them off the park with championship players. We went there and made them look. Oh, don't even get me started in that. And welcome to the show as well. The Spurs representative. Get me 1/4 of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A host of Talking That Tottenham Talk, which was up until today the latest edition
Talking that what?
Sarcasm City TV. Talking that I know it's a lot of T's for you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to sound it out, slow it down.
Yeah,
Talking That Tottenham Talk. You know what I'm saying? Welcome into the show. Eleanor is in the building. See, she ain't hiding nowhere. She out here. What are you saying, Eleanor? You good?
Hey, I'm good. Other than my team, I'm good.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that. Don't worry about that. We're gonna get your questions on that. But she's here, people. Some people are trying to say, she's ducking. Like Eleanor don't hide.
I never hide. I said from the beginning, this isn't a shock. This is what I expected to happen. Like you lot are making out. I'm sitting here saying we're gonna win. Like there was no winning today. I was impressed with attacking a little bit in the first half. Imagine how down bad I am that I was happy with the football in the first half.
Wow.
Spurs did do all right first half. I can't lie.
Yeah, we attacked like 3 times. That's good for Tottenham.
You know what? Eleanor coming on always makes me feel better about my club and my situation. You know, all the time.
I love Eleanor so much. I love her so much.
Do you know what? Poch subbed Messi, humbled him a bit, and won the game. It's all good over here. It is all good over here.
Talking to you in
Do you think Ollie would ever sub Ronaldo? He's too scared.
He did it midweek, actually. He did it midweek.
That's what it was.
But not in a proper game.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah, not like that.
Swiss champions. They even top 10 in the what's it called? The Swiss League even top 10 in Europe. It was like 16. It was like Arsenal position or something like that in the table. It's crazy.
Actually, I think the Johnson Paints Trophy is hard.
I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna fucking we're gonna lose to Arsenal next week. I actually can't.
Nah, where is it? Is it at the Emirates or is it at the
Emirates? We never win at the Emirates.
I think it's got draw written all over it. Nuno's gonna go there, and
but we ain't winning.
I can see Nuno just parking the bus.
The worst Arsenal and Spurs teams in recent memory going into North London.
Oh yeah, fact.
At the same time.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
it is, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean,
big stinky
it was the same under Jose, to be fair. But
yeah, but at least Harry Kane and Son were like banging it in at the early part of last season. Do you know what I mean?
Well, Kane's totally checked out, isn't he?
Oh man,
should have sold him. Should have let him go. I
don't blame him.
What was I saying?
I don't.
Yeah, you said that.
Helena, you said
that loads of times, man. She said that loads of times.
I said it. Yeah, no one can chat shit to me about Kane because I said that.
No. You were right.
I seen a tweet when someone said they should have sold Kane and reinvested the money like Liverpool did with Coutinho. That's exactly what you should have done.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
Now you just got unhappy player on your books, and he does look disinterested. That being said, Chelsea.
Mind you, Coutinho, when we didn't sell Coutinho that summer because he left in January, he did do really well for us in the first half of the season when he wanted to leave. So, but Kane's just checked out in it. Like I think he saw, you know what? I think he saw Man City yesterday and realized I was really needed there as well. Do you get what I mean? Like.
I bet Jan was thinking that as well.
Listen, if they didn't want him, that much.
Needed at Man City.
They didn't want him that much.
Still.
They spent 100 million on Grealish. Yeah. They didn't want him that much. They didn't want him to put the money down.
Like
she's right though. I'm not saying that City didn't need Kane. What I'm saying is they didn't want him that badly.
They didn't want him. Like if they wanted him that badly, he was there on the table.
Facts after the gentleman's agreement. They did the special handshake, and then boom, he could have left.
Because they were offering 75 million. They were offering 100 million altogether. That wasn't what we evaluated him at. So you either pay what you were supposed to pay, or you don't get him. Simple. They didn't want you that much, bro, because all they offered was 100 million. They didn't want you that much. They valued you the same as they valued Jack Grealish. Put it that way.
They did, guys. Facts. We'll go into this. NV says, Winter Surfer, what did you make of Thiago Silva's performance today?
I thought he was excellent. I thought he was more than excellent. I thought he just led the line because I got to give credit to Spurs. Nuno made Tuchel change the formation today. He surprised him by playing the three up top so close. Played Son off Thiago because in the first minute, which we always start slow. I don't know why we always start slow. There was few scary moments. I think the most decent chance I think Spurs had was the Son one, where
I say when Reguilon went through.
I think Reguilon, yeah.
Reguilon went through as well. But yeah, he was immense, man. I can't believe he's turning 37 in a few days, man. I just wish he was like. I wish he was 5. I'm only asking for him to be 5 years younger, because he's so good, man.
That's mad, isn't it?
He's mad. He's still so good. He's got it up there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got it up there. It's like that. It's like
Facts.
that.
And people expected him to come over here and struggle. That's the crazy part. Like he's not Thiago Silva.
People
act like let's
Arsenal
with Thiago Silva. Like we need to put respect. He even looked good 100%. On the Super Frankie Lampard. That's how good he was. Even looked accomplished under him.
All of them. But I will give credit to Nuno, man. He made Tuchel change it at half time.
I think you were always going to do that. I think you made us look good in the first half. I don't think
it was good because he wasn't expecting that. I don't think he was expecting your 3 forwards to be up so high like that, like literally marking our 3 guys at the back. It was literally like that. I don't think
I do think you were always going to turn it up second half, and I don't think you were going to ever keep up.
Yeah, I believe we started to in like the first half. It was starting to like change towards the end, like the momentum and everything, but. When he brought Kante on, I think that was game over. He brought Kante on, and just them 3 in midfield, then just started dominating.
Yeah, because the minerals were out of date, weren't they?
I'm hearing that's one
minerals were out of date still.
I'm hearing the 2 attackers with Chelsea. I mean, the 2 attackers with Lukaku.
Mason Mount was dog shit, bro.
Was he that bad?
He was. That was the. I don't think he's in form anyway. But that's the worst I've seen him play. Even when everyone credits his off the ball work, I thought that was shit today as well.
Wow.
Because we were getting swamped in midfield. So I credit him for like when he drops back and helps out, but he wasn't even doing that properly. And you know what I mean?
Johnny was busy bigging him up on Twitter as well, defending him.
Of course, man. He's like R. Kelly's defense lawyer, Johnny.
Man said he got subbed up on tactical reasons and not performing.
You know what I mean? Man would defend it. Man would defend him if man was brought up on charges of something. Do you know what I mean? He was found guilty. He'd still say he's got the minerals. Do you know what I mean? Idiot. But
minerals are out of date, bro. That's what it is.
No. But I thought it was a great change. Kante came on, changed the game.
Kante should have started.
I don't know if anyone agrees. I think it should have been 6 or 7 at the end. I think we should have won 6.
Oh yeah, you.
Werner could finish, yeah. If Timo Werner could finish,
yeah.
If Timo said, "Hey Timo, come get your client in it," you know what I'm saying?
Impersonating your client is a joke of a footballer.
He got his assist though.
Yeah, he did.
Listen, I'm really not enjoying this.
Yeah, he's just taking attention away from Tottenham, innit?
Oh. He got his assist. That's all good. But you know, I thought it was strange the way they played Harry Kane like on the left or the right wing or something like that.
Kane shouldn't be playing.
Exactly. Yeah, he was like
talk about it.
Honest, Flores, he was like,
oh nah, come on, who's going to be playing instead of
Doesn't
Kane?
matter. Doesn't matter. It's like right now. It's like playing with 10 men with Kane there. He's doing fuck all.
It's like Messi walking around in Champions League.
It's like playing whoever. You just said who we going to play there. Playing him, he's not doing anything. Doesn't change anything. The shitter person might actually do something because he's not doing anything. He doesn't want to do anything. It's a difference. I'm not doubting his football ability. What I'm doubting is the fact he doesn't care. He don't want to be there. So you're not doing fuck all.
Okay, Jan enjoying this.
But you know what though? You know you've got a problem, right? You know you've got a problem in your squad when you're bringing an Oliver Skip on.
No, I'm not. No.
Oliver Skip, you know.
I will not. No, you're allowed to have good youngsters, and I genuinely.
I just wouldn't have brought them on because they.
I genuinely rate him.
I'd rather have Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Listen, Listen, I'm not gonna let Skip slander because Skip is actually a very decent player that is actually doing well for the fact that he had a very good season at Norwich and all of that. I actually think he's doing very well for us recently. I rate him highly. So you can cuss other players, yeah. Skip.
All right, I'll tell you who will cuss. Lo Celso. He's dog shit.
Yeah, he's awful.
You
can cuss him. Like,
he is £60 million.
But what is his position?
Okay.
People are like, oh, he's not.
Ryan, I don't rate your player ratings, right? I don't rate your player ratings.
What's annoying is that people say to me, he's not the Eriksen replacement. Cool, but he's not a DM. You're not the Eriksen replacement. What are you? What actually is your role?
You are the North. You are Spurs' version of Xhaka. That's what he is.
Tell me what you do because you do fuck all.
Oh, don't disrespect him that much.
Don't disrespect Xhaka.
What does Xhaka do?
Xhaka's better than him.
Let's get into this. All right, because I asked this question and everyone was baffled. What does Xhaka do?
Xhaka can hit and hope a free kick with a lot of power and close his eyes and hope it goes in.
You know what it is? I could do that too. You know what I'm saying? So me and Xhaka are a par right now in that. He's not defensively sound in terms of breaking up play like a Kante or Ndidi. He's not a screener like a Jorginho. He's not a deep line playmaker. He doesn't score goals either. What does he do? He just kind of gets away with it because he's in the middle of the park.
He takes part. And that's good on him.
And I say this all the time. Central midfielders, when you're a 6 or 8, you can get away with that type of thing because you wouldn't have a goalkeeper who's just not good at anything. You wouldn't have a fullback or a centre back.
Your stat man's bigging up Xhaka.
Yeah,
but he sacrificed himself. And now Arsenal have got 2 wins. So he sacrificed himself.
Yeah. So I'm saying, what exactly does he? Yeah, a decent ball progressor like most 6s. That's like saying he can run. You're a footballer. Chances are you can run. He's a decent ball progressor.
Would you take him at Man United?
No, I wouldn't. And our midfield options, I'd take anyone at this point. Not him, though.
He's awful. You take Lo Celso?
Nah, because we don't need. He's not a 6. We need a 6.
He's awful.
I don't know what he is. I don't know what he is.
Would you take Henderson in the 6?
I don't know what he is. When people tell me give him time, I'm like, cool, but just tell me what he's going to be doing because he ain't creating. He ain't a deep line playmaker. He ain't a DM. So
you talking about Xhaka? Sorry. Oh yeah, I agree.
No,
you know when they say give him time. My question would be, what is he spending his time doing? Do you know?
The only player I can say give him time for is Ndombele because that guy is fucking skilled.
He's good.
But
he's a piece of skill midweek. That piece of skill midweek. Oh my! When he chopped like the man twice, I was like.
He keeps me watching Tottenham right
I got emotional at that still. That was proper.
You always get emotional. No surprise.
Listen, can PSG just sack Poch already? Like, they're all angry at him.
Hey. We on the Poch train both together, but we ain't saying all that, Eleanor. You get what I'm saying? Let the guy be great there, and you know what I'm saying?
But I need him more.
You do love Poch. Hey, shut up, you two. This is a Poch conversation. Listen, all right, go on, Eleanor.
I understand that we all want
to
succeed, right? Yeah. But he's getting paid how much? You'll get paid how much to leave? Think about my happiness. I'm sitting here watching this for free. I'll be very happy. I would be happy to lose 3-0 to Chelsea. Much better if Poch was there because I trust him to sort it out. I do not trust Nuno. So give me Poch back, and at least my happiness can be better. Like, he'll be happy anyway. He'll get paid millions. He's gonna.
You guys are too obsessed with Poch, man.
I hear that. I'm just a fan. I can't just be a fan.
Listen, I'm obsessed with Poch.
I'm just a fan. That's all. I'm not obsessed. I'm just a fan.
Take me back to the days where we got bantered for putting the pressure on. Take me back right now to the days where people said all you did was put the pressure on. Because right now, we are nowhere near. King, come back home. That's all I'm going to say. Just come back.
And hey, Brian, don't
finish second every year. Do you think I care? I would do anything to finish second right now. Anything.
Yeah, trust me, it's not all that great. I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you had Ollie though. Imagine loving him. Imagine having someone you love finish second with you.
Well, Poch is just the Argentinian version of Ollie.
Hey.
You're not disrespecting
my guy, innit? Yeah,
you won today. You can pipe up, but not about Poch, yeah?
Yeah, watch your mouth, innit? You know what I'm saying?
What? Pochettino? No
chance. Watch your mouth, innit, of Don Trasero. Don't do that.
But
where
else
else we at? Go on.
Yeah, we're not having it. Today was awful. Nuno, you're on borrowed time.
Already?
Yes.
Oh, you have said that, yeah. I've heard you say that.
Yeah, you have said that. Jan, question for you from Dan, Wolves fan. Manchester City. He says, Jan, thoughts the City have one shot on goal. It's because of the fans not filling the empty hat, so we just went off of tactics.
No, can I say the reason, please?
No, let her go, family. You can go. Let her go, man. I want to hear the City perspective on it. We're going to get to that. Shut up, man. And just let Jan go.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The fans turned up, and the players didn't, innit? So... is what it is. Maybe he should have focused more on getting the players to turn up, and then we might have had a game to watch. But it is what it is. I think what Pep said was taken out of context, to be honest. You know, people like to jump on these things, so I don't really care for that.
You Pep out yet? You Pep out yet?
She's got a point. Maybe he should be focusing on getting the players to turn up. She's got a point. Don't worry about them. You focus on the players and stop worrying about the fans, innit?
Exactly, yeah. Do you know what, to be honest, like, it's always the same. Midweek games, you don't fill the stadium. When it's weekend games, we have no problem filling the stadium. We've always had over 50k every weekend. It's weekdays when people like me didn't go because I was in London. That's when you get, you know.
See that? Not from Manchester, London, Manchester fans. Yeah.
Basically, I'm like one of you guys now. But yeah, it's just one of them.
Wolves fan.
Your fan base, isn't it? When the trains stop running, the attendance goes down, isn't it? It is what it is. But what I would say is that in terms of the game, City were terrible. City were really bad, to be honest. I don't think anyone really played well, apart from Ruben Diaz.
Which, needed that Kane up there, man.
Can't have his agenda this week. Ruben Diaz was good.
I've got an agenda about another player.
Aki was solid considering what he's been through. But yeah, apart from that, everyone was pretty shit. Grealish was good. Grealish was alright. People keep slandering Grealish, but Grealish is the highest.
Welcome to the show. Sorry to cut you off. Dropping in, you know what I'm saying? An Arsenal representative. I think we've actually got the big six covered. 1/7 of Shameless FC. Probably the most shameless football fan I know. He's definitely up there, 100%. Man like Babs, you get me? Mr. 60K is in the building. What are you telling me, Babs? You good?
Yo, man. Hi,
good to have you on,
how's everyone doing?
Bless, man. What are you saying?
That's great.
Other than the football, I'm all right.
Yeah, good, man. Yeah.
But yeah, man, the title charge continues.
Are you City now? Yeah?
I didn't realize he was this shameless. You said shameless.
I told you lot last week. I sat here and I said on my chest, title charge is on. We go get 6 points on the bout, 2 clean sheets. Yeah, listen, title charge is coming.
I cannot lose to these lot. I actually cannot.
Yeah, we'll beat Spurs. Title charge continues, We gave City and Chelsea United a head start. We gave you guys that, but now we're back in the race. Mikel Arteta's army's coming for you.
In the race, what has happened? What has happened?
The battle for 8 continues next Sunday.
You battle for 8, bro. You're lucky that I even put Chelsea in the conversation. They're the imposters in the room.
Wolves fan, sorry, I know you're here for 1 second. I just really want to ask this Wolves fan. Right, Wolves fan, please, if you're still here, because I'm on my phone, so I can't comment. Please tell me what your thoughts are of Nuno, and if this is what you expected, and how you are happy with your current manager.
Hey,
please.
He's probably like Poch. Nuno's his Poch. Nuno's his Poch. He's not gonna say anything bad.
Probably. Yeah, go on, fam. What are you saying, Ram?
Answer that question that's on the comment.
Pull it up. Pull up the comment.
If Nuno's their Poch,
I think,
I'll understand if you love him shamelessly because I do in it. So I apologize if I've offended. I genuinely apologize because I don't like when people offend Poch in it. So I understand.
Nah, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? But we move.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, but
I'm joking.
Poch in it, you have to realize that Poch has a hold over people. If Nuno has that hold of you, I don't get it, but allow it in it. Okay, cool.
So did R. Kelly. Look how that turned out.
Okay. Right. Go on.
Chill out. Yeah, let's not go there.
Go on. Go on, Ryan. Innit? You had to get onto this, innit?
Yeah, it's just answer this question from Dan about City.
Yeah,
I think De Bruyne. You know, you have to look at De Bruyne play. Nah, you have to look at De Bruyne play. The 2 appearances De Bruyne has made in the league this season. City have got points in. They've got points in both of them.
This guy just wants to rattle Jan. I actually think he's been waiting.
Jan, just ignore him.
They haven't scored a goal. They haven't scored a goal into 2 appearances De Bruyne has played in this season.
And how many has Harry Kane scored?
I'm just saying in it, facts.
Harry Kane, yeah.
30 minutes.
No, City haven't scored a goal as a team whilst De Bruyne has been on the pitch this season. In the Premier League.
First, City was terrible against Spurs. He came on in the 8 minutes that he spent on the pitch. He did more than the rest of the City team had done for the remaining.
He was good.
Did it result in any goals? No.
VIP games.
He's missing. And then he came on yesterday and he created the only chances that we had in that game. And trust me,
I'm not hearing creating any goals though.
It's Sterling.
You have to know what this guy is.
I don't know why you do this.
Like, there was a counter attack, yeah? You put it on a plate for Sterling, and Sterling's first touch passed it to their centre back.
Wait, hang on. Ryan, can I ask you a question?
Read this comment as well. Look at this comment while Ellen is talking.
When you see, you know, like what he was trying to do and what our players were doing,
But Ryan, I want to ask you a question because this would debunk your argument. Are you seriously saying that if Kane was not on the end of these chances that De Bruyne is scoring, that he wouldn't be bagging these goals?
Look, we don't know in it because I don't think De Bruyne's quality is top notch. So,
oh my god!
You know, it's De Bruyne. You know, it's not
a legitimate striker, Harry Kane or whoever, any sort of striker, yeah. De Bruyne would have assists by now. We've got Raheem Sterling.
I'm just saying best midfielder in the world, apparently. And you can't make a difference against Southampton and a dead Spurs team.
He did make a difference. They don't have a striker. You have to think about it like that as well.
Sam said apparently Kane still...
It was 0-0.
I said apparently Kane still thinks he's played in the Euros. Oh, that's good. That is funny.
I haven't seen him since the Euros. Is he still over there? Where is he?
He might be. He might still be. Is he still at Wembley? Go get him. It's not far.
In Europe and he ain't in London.
I was saying, but yeah, people who are like writing off City, like idiots did this last year and see what they did. They're still capable of going on a run.
I would this year. You know why I don't think they'll win it this year? You can't win the league
because Arsenal.
I'm sorry.
Listen to what I said. I never said they'll win it. What I'm saying is they're money.
You saw what happened, yeah, when he was out.
People talk. No, what it is people talking like City are not capable.
He's so average. He's not that good. He's a good player. That's it.
He didn't play, and we didn't have one shot until the 90th minute.
Bear in mind the games you've won have been against Arsenal and Norwich. Right?
No, but they beat a depleted Arsenal. If they verse Arsenal tomorrow, they're getting spanked.
Yeah, they beat a depleted Arsenal.
I'm sorry. It just isn't. It's not happening again. You versed the depleted Arsenal squad. You versed Bobby Boulding with his hair. Like, listen, it's different, isn't it? We got the swags back. The atmosphere's back. We got Takehiro Tomiyasu. Like, just listen. It's different. It's a different game now. The different players in the game. We gave you like the head start. So, let's see if it works out come the end of the season.
Sure.
Imagine being called the best midfielder in the world and not making a difference at home to Southampton.
Here's the thing. What I would say is that people are talking about, and as much as it pains me to me, people are talking about like City, like they're not capable, like they're more than capable of going on a title charge. Do I think they win it? No.
Don't worry about it. It's not happening this year.
I don't think they'll win it. I've already told you I think they win it.
You know what it is?
I don't think they'll win it.
I think, because I've said the whole season, I remain consistent in what I said. I did say if City got a striker, then we should win the league. If we don't get a striker for Chelsea. So obviously we didn't get a striker. So it does look like it's going to be Chelsea. But the thing is with City, one, if anyone could win it without a striker, probably going to be Pep. And two, the thing is with City is like the past couple of seasons we've started kind of the same way. We don't start well. Everyone kind of rules us out. That's the best time. Because I know if we lose to Chelsea, we'll get ruled out. That's a good thing for City. Because when City get ruled out, that's when they normally start turning up. I know someone's mentioned it a few times on here, but City have shown in the past that they can go on a run of 10, 12, 14 wins in a row.
12 wins.
Like that. Yeah, it's Liverpool, but that's why people don't rule Liverpool out straight away. If you lose...
I've seen people rule out Liverpool.
So the thing is for me, like...
Liverpool are not winning the league, though.
It's an interesting title race.
We are. If we keep our 11
Ryan, let her finish, Let her finish, and then you can go.
No, I'm just saying, it's an interesting title race. Like, we've never seen a City-Chelsea title race. It normally is when Chelsea are really good, City are not so good, and when City are really good, Chelsea are not so good. It tends to happen like that. So this would be the first time if we do go head-to-head with Chelsea. But I just think it's one of them things. We're just going to see how things go. Our two next games are really important, obviously. Chelsea away and then Liverpool away back-to-back. Obviously, we need to try and get something from them games. Don't necessarily have to win because we're away, but we need to get something from them games. If we don't, I still think it's early days. Like, it's probably come at the best time in terms of how early it is. But I do think if we are going to win the league, we kind of need to do something against Chelsea and something against Liverpool as well. So it depends. I don't know. This season we'll see. I think not buying a striker was a big mistake. Unless they're going to go for Haaland, then maybe it's worth it in the long run. But I don't think we are. I think we're just going to mess about next season. Probably go for Harry Kane again and end up with the same shit. So I don't trust Man City to do the right thing, but if they are going for Haaland,
don't trust it. No, all they brought you is 4 Premier Leagues in 5 years. Can't trust it.
No, it's not even that.
Yeah, no.
It's not even
Imagine if these
are on a shoestring budget.
We have a shoestring budget and that.
We have an Arsenal fan and a Spurs fan and
no deal, man. Imagine.
Hey, don't put us in the same category. We're in upper echelons. Don't put Arsenal and Spurs in the same category.
Listen, we've got both owners.
No, we spend money. We put money on the table. I'm sorry.
They put money on the table to be a shit as they are. Let's go.
Nah, man, we buy elite players at Ramsdale,
I
mate.
would not be
All you lot doubted Ramsdale all this time. Look at him, mate. He's come here. He's showing us levels. I think he's better than David De Gea, personally.
He's showing mid-table levels.
I would not be flexing.
Bro, you shut up, Andrew, bro. We're gonna come for you and surf you as well, you winter surfer, bro. Listen, bro. You lot are giving all this talk, bro. The revenge tour is on. Bro. We're coming to all your grounds and spanking our asses. Even Old Toilet, bro. Don't forget about Old Toilet. We're coming to Old Toilet as well, bro. That leaking roof, yeah. We're gonna make sure it's leaking even more. And Stamford Bridge, bro. Don't worry, man. We're coming. Revenge tour season has begun.
Right now, I really don't think you should be flexing the Cronkies anywhere.
We're not flexing nothing. We're flexing Arsenal Football Club. Look, I understand you're a Spurs fan, so you haven't seen any sort of success. I have as an Arsenal fan, so I'm allowed to be somewhat confident, right?
Listen,
no, I'm being serious though. Like, with all due respect, Spurs, like, there's no read for you not to have an ego. Like, what do you guys have to put on the table? At least we got something, innit? Like,
listen, you're
throwing. This reminds you of 2 cats outside the house.
Oh well, you know, right? I'm allowed to be shameless. These are shameless hours. So if I can't be shameless now, then I can't be shameless ever.
You acting like it's 9 hours. You're like this all the time. I spoke to you at midday. Come on.
Imagine if these lot beat City. Imagine how shameless they would be, because we actually
pray for our rivals, as it says, bro. Pray for our rivals. I feel bad for you guys, man. I feel bad for you guys. Like, all you lot underestimated Arsenal.
Leeds,
Burnley. No. We're not Tottenham. No. Sorry. Don't worry. We'll show you guys.
I got him Shamsdale is having a decent bit of form. Allow it, big man.
Mate. Aaron Rambo, mate. Ramsdale. Listen, he's the next Iker Casillas. He just is.
Oh my God. Yeah, Iker Casillas was overrated as well, to be fair.
Shut up. Iker Casillas was overrated.
I actually agree with you.
Do you agree? Iker Casillas was hell overrated.
Iker Casillas was world class. How can you sit here and shamelessly just say Iker Casillas was overrated?
Goal line goalkeeper, bro. Never came.
That's my problem with him.
Really?
What?
That's my problem. You thought he was overrated? Really?
I don't think he's anywhere near a Buffon.
Yeah, I thought he was overrated.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying.
Victor Valdez as well. Don't get me started on Victor Valdez.
Yeah, but he was a part of a great Barcelona team. It's different.
Yeah, he's a part of one of the best.
Victor Valdez. Yeah, no problem with Victor saying.
But Iker Casillas was world class. Reaction save was amazing, and he came through very early as well. Like, he was very young when he came through.
He was something else, man.
Like I said,
I don't know
when you compare him to the likes of Buffon and Oliver Kahn and goalkeepers
around
and
Ramsdale,
near them, man.
I think
and Ramsdale, I forgot about.
You can't forget Rambo.
They bought no defenders during that time, and he was selling them like something.
It's not the same category.
Keeping them relevant, actually.
I actually do. I get what Ryan's saying, and that it's a preference thing as well.
You actually get what I'm saying. You actually agree with me.
So I actually, yes. Don't say it again.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, facts. And even Ryan's only right once a day. I said Fulham and Brentford. That's your rivals. He's talking to you, Bob.
He's not talking to me. He's talking to Ellen. Yeah, he ain't talking to me. I'm sorry.
Talking to you, fam.
Yeah, stop talking to me. As I said, man, look, do you know how Yannick was talking about being underappreciated, underrated, under the radar? That's Arsenal right now, isn't it? We're just getting our wins over the way, going to tough places like Turf Moor, getting the wins there, a solid defensive performance.
A solid defensive performance. I heard your fans saying your goalkeeper was bad in the back.
No, because do you know what, right? I'll tell you why. No, I'll be real, right? The reason why Ramsdale's coming, right, and our fans are already like... We're not in love with him, but our fans are actually pretty happy with Ramsdale. I'll be serious. Like, I'm not even. Yeah, he is. Do you know what he is? He's just a nice person. Do you know how some people are just nice people?
Nuno's a nice person.
It's the first thing he did, right?
Like me, yeah.
The first thing he did was he come in and I think he gave a shirt to some kid, something like that. For whatever reason, fans just I know it's not PR. Seriously, in general, he is just a nice person. So that's one of the main reasons why fans like Ramsdale. But even like in terms of goalkeeping wise, he's not a bum like some of you guys made him out to be. He just isn't. Yeah, and if he is in your eyes, then it's just an Arsenal agenda. He is definitely worth £24 million. Looking at what he offers the Arsenal team, of course he does. He's basically baby Edison at this point. His kicking's amazing.
So he's a midfielder and goal, no problem.
Exactly. No, seriously, he is. Yeah. No, he is, right. Edison light version. I'm being serious. You look at it, right. I'm being serious.
Very light version, like zero.
No, but you look at it. Edison and Alisson, right, as actual traditional goalkeepers, I would say are bang overrated in terms of like the basics of a goalkeeper. They're good. They make great saves here and there, but in terms of they make mistakes as well. Alisson's made a few, right? But in terms of kicking out of the back, that it's so important to those teams specifically that they become world-class goalkeepers, right? But if it was just about pure saves and reflexes and commanding your box, they are a bit dodgy sometimes. I mean, I've seen Edison make a lot of mistakes over the years.
Lloris's distribution's been awful.
Yeah, Lloris is the opposite.
Yo, what are you saying, Eleanor? Let her go.
Lloris can't distribute at all, but a world-class shot stopper, which I think has been better for Tottenham. So
it is to an extent.
Distribution is what makes a goalkeeper world-class, because Lloris has been world-class, if not one of the best in the Prem at times, and he's not been awful at kicking. Honestly, awful. I actually think he can't tell the difference between white and blue, or at times.
Wow.
I saw that today to an extent.
Before you go, hey, we got over 60 of you lot in there. We even got 40 likes. Yo, smash the like button and get the likes. So where else you getting entertainment like this? Shamelessness like 60k babs over there. Ellen is in the building.
It's not quite 60k yet, bro.
Yeah,
59k right now.
It's close. Well, 59k. See that we apples and oranges.
60.
You know what I'm saying?
Own your
60. Yeah, I'm gonna finish.
We could be speaking to Ryan, innit?
59k, you get me. Babs in the building, soon to be 60. When the surfer out here, Ellen is here. You know what I'm saying?
If it's not 60 yet, you lot go make it 60.
Exactly, gonna make it 60. Some Liverpool family don't really care for us in the building. I'm here to smash the like button, people. Let's go. But go on, Babs, carry on.
Terrible. Okay.
I think I hear what you're saying about Lloris, and yeah, look, he's a fantastic goalkeeper, and one could argue that Bert Leno has great reflexes. He does. Like, that's why there's still fans of Leno, but it's just so important nowadays, the build-up phase, that it really is. You have to be great at playing out the back. And stuff like having an almighty long goal kick on you helps you in terms of counter-suppressing and stuff like that. But I'm not trying to get into too many tactics right now. But I really do think that Ramsdale is firmly underrated by fans in general, because he's not a bum. Like, you don't have to rate him as a world-class keeper by any means, but he isn't a bum. He just isn't. You can just see it from the get-go. He does a lot of good things as a goalkeeper fundamentally. It's just that he might make the odd mistake or maybe out of position sometimes, but keepers make mistakes. But playing up the back wires, he is 10 times better than Leno, and that's why he's our number one.
Here we go. And we got someone else joining us here. He's there. I don't know why he's gelling his hair. You know what I'm saying? He's making sure his eyebrows are straight. I don't know what he's on. But
He's gelling his hair.
I'm not gelling my hair.
You gelled your hair, man. You just gelled
I'm
your
not
hair.
gelling my hair.
Let's see you gel that hair, man. Go on.
You just gelled your hair, man.
It's
okay, man.
I literally just got back.
Hair, we all know why, innit?
He was gelling his hair, man. We all know why it's okay.
Yeah, I think we all know
Why
why.
is he gelling his hair?
Whoa, I got graduation in 8 hours. I'm not gelling my hair at all.
Sure.
You got what?
Yeah.
I got graduation 8 hours.
So you got graduation.
Yeah, you graduation.
Started early, getting ready.
Yeah, he started early getting ready. I was gelling his hair, doing his eyebrows and all them things there. Are you saying no, Timo? You good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.
First and foremost. Yeah, man.
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Literally just
Of course he's blessed. He went to a lovely stadium, saw his team win 3-0. Easy stuff. All good.
Yeah.
Had a good pie. He sent me a picture of it.
Yeah. Did you get caught in the picture again like you did last time with Lukaku?
No,
what picture?
There was a picture when Lukaku scored against, I think it was Palace. Was it Palace? Who was it against?
Aston
it was
Villa.
that one. Aston Villa. And he got caught in the picture. He's eating, taking a bite out of his pie when Lukaku celebrated.
Prime,
Timo
don't
started
make
his
me
efforts,
stop you,
yeah.
Prime.
Prime, you and Prime are always on this, isn't it? I'm surprised Prime ain't hit with Lauren, but we
Prime and Timo are like the same as bad. They argue the same stuff.
Yes,
you lot continue to get your questions in as well. Like I say, this is Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. You know, I didn't expect this many people, but here we are. I was gonna ask Babs, but Babs gonna be shameless with it, and that's what I'm saying.
No, go on.
We'll go to you. Nah. I was gonna ask you about who you think is winning the league, but you're gonna say Arsenal. You know what I'm saying?
Why would I not say Arsenal?
Arsenal. All right, let me flip it on you then. Aside from who do you think second? Do you think it's Liverpool? Do you think Liverpool have a aside from Arsenal, who do you genuinely think wins the?
I think the Arsenal under 23s have a chance. The Arsenal under 23s.
Who's closest to Arsenal in the league? Is it Liverpool? Liverpool, City, Chelsea. Which
I think
one of those three?
the close. I don't think anyone comes close to Arsenal, but I think who would I give second out of pity?
Yeah,
I would give it to Oli.
Pity vote.
I'd give it to Oli. So just so he has another 5 years at United. I mean, listen, if that is to happen,
joking, right? Are you? You're not joking. You give it to Oli. Wow.
Yeah, Oli gets second. Look at the team. They got Cristiano Ronaldo.
Look at Florence's face. Look at Florence's face, sir.
I'm laughing at
that. He knows bad.
I'll be real. Chelsea have a very good squad and obviously a good manager, but I've never been the biggest fan of Lukaku. I've been a fan of him, yes, but not the biggest fan. I'm not convinced by him. But look, regardless, I think if I'm being real, I think Chelsea will get second. I think City first, comfortably as well. I think City are just very underrated right now. Some of the things they can do, City are well above for me. Even after Chelsea signed Lukaku, I still don't see that gap getting closer. I still see it maybe 6 points, 7 points close-ish than last season, but still City win the title. Chelsea second. Do you know what? No, Liverpool second, Chelsea third, but it'll be close. It'll be very, very close.
Liverpool second, Chelsea third, City fourth.
Yeah, Liverpool just
getting the Europa League conference spot.
No, fourth Arsenal actually.
We got fourth Arsenal.
You literally gonna go on a run this year without European football top four.
Yes. Listen, we've got a super team in it. So
Super Ramsdale.
Super Ramsdale and goal. Yeah, get that right. Super Ramsdale and goal. Super Tomiyasu. Listen, we got a super team.
Okay, Tomiyasu I'll rate in it. Like
Tomiyasu is more like Naruto, bro. Behave.
He's like what?
I said Tomiyasu is more like Naruto, bro. Behave, man.
Listen, I'm not trying to get involved, but do you know what? We made some decent signings, to be fair. I don't know why. It's just that some fans just not rate Ramsdale, but I don't know why that he's made out to be a bum. Like, you watch him play, you're like, he's not a bad goalkeeper. And actually, the fans of Sheffield United and Bournemouth, the clubs they've watched him week in, week out, these are fans' favourite there. Like, he's won Player of the Year both seasons, so you don't be a bum and win Player of the Year. They make him out to be this mistake-prone goalkeeper when he just isn't.
Mohammed, you have one question. Can anyone tell me where Harry Kane is? Can someone tell me where Harry Kane is?
I think we're trying to find Harry still.
Can you tell me? Because I'm trying to find him every week. You already tried to find him today. Every week I'm trying to find him. Midweek I'm trying to find him. Yeah, we don't know. I think he's still at the Euros. No one knows.
Yeah. You see that comment though about Ramsdale's been relegated. My point is the fact that he has been relegated. So a keeper getting relegated normally means he concedes a lot of goals. But he still wins Player of the Year there. So like, surely that means no. But the thing is, but then surely the keeper that picks the ball up a lot of the times is the player that fans blame them. It's not a keeper's not good, is it? Because he concedes goals.
Nah, your defense is maybe garbage stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's a very Liverpool signed Robertson from relegated Hull City. Liverpool signed Wijnaldum from relegated Newcastle. That's a really stupid argument to have, but I understand.
Yeah, I don't base it just on that. It's the multiple. That's what the problem is. Anyone can get relegated. It's the multiple. Klopp's been relegated as a manager.
Bro, the teams as well that he was in. It's not like he was in prime Barcelona. He was part of Sheffield United and who else was it? Bournemouth. Both teams have not come back up. No, not Eddie 4 times. I'm not sure about 4 times. It's just twice. Who's eating crisps, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
father, man.
Is that Timo getting his energy up together, man?
That's not
Timo, man. Put a crisp away.
That's not me. I didn't eat anything, bro.
You know what? He's putting the gel back on, innit? He's putting the gel lid back on. Look at him with his tie and that. Guy came suited and booted and that. You know what
he came suited and booted.
Look at him.
How you dressing up to your graduation?
Look at him blushing. Bless him.
I'm not blushing.
I'm not blushing.
Because I haven't worn a tie for 4 years. That's why.
Why did you just buy a clip-on?
Yeah, that's true. Sure, buy a clip-on.
I would.
Are you going in the Pochettino shoot? The Pochettino, all black.
Why not?
I'll do it.
I remember a thing that did that. Who was it? Oh fuck! I was at some football content. It was George Achillia. He did a whole. It was actually a decent suit. Nah, I rate that, but maybe add a bit more colours to it. But all black, yeah. Go for it, mate.
Time to shine. You're right. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Sporting, past or present. Get any questions in. Don't have to be Premier League related, but get them in. Time to shine says if Oli wins, it's all their managers should straight walk. Klopp, Tuchel, Pep. I've said that from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll never. Oli somehow manages to win the league title. I'm never looking at those three ever the same ever again.
It's confirmed that African juju exists, man. If Oli wins the title, I'm sorry.
It's not. MB says, Eleanor, where are you at with Ndombele? As Nuno has called for patience with him.
I've always loved Ndombele. No matter who the manager is, I want him to play. So I would love Nuno to play him more. I think he's proven that he's probably our most skillful player on the ball. Technically, we have. I don't think we're in any position to not play a player like that. I think he's been very mistreated. Obviously, I do understand he has had his own attitude problems, and I'm not trying to say on this channel, he's bigger than the club. But at the end of the day, I think it's important that he plays. I think he's our best player, literally our best player on the ball. The only creation we're going to get is from him. So he needs to play because we don't have any other midfielders that are going to create absolutely anything.
No, fair enough. This is a good one from Notorious FAT. Says, Eleanor, would you take a prime Modric and Bale right now, but you lose prime Son and prime Kane? So not the Kane you see in Kane who'd be banging in goals.
All right, listen.
Would you take? That's a great question.
We're talking about prime Bale and Modric. These are two. Bale was one of the best youngsters in the world at the time he was at Tottenham. So that's not even in his prime. That was when he was younger. And Modric, oh my God. Are we talking about we have the rest of the team in prime? If we had
I think he's just saying swap. I think it's just a swap. So you lose prime Kane and Son, and then you get Modric and Bale there.
But if it was prime Kane, that means it's prime Dembele, prime Vertonghen, prime Alderweireld.
No, I think in the current team.
No.
It's the current team.
Yeah, current.
So it's just a straight swap.
Same manager, same.
I'm just saying, if it wasn't, let me just say, if it wasn't, and it was 2017 squad, I would take that. I would take that swap 100%. Yeah. What did you say? Because I didn't hear you.
Yeah, with Bergwijn and Bale on the wings.
Yeah, Bergwijn and Bale. Yeah, but Prime Bale won PFA. Prime Bale was at Real Madrid.
No, that's what I mean. He was young when he was at Tottenham. I'm gonna say.
For all I see is losers and losers. So.
Losers. They're not losers when they went. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes purely on the fact that I miss that absolute electric from the wing that can just score us a goal out of nowhere. And Modric is Modric. Modric doesn't need any explaining.
Yeah, he's cold. Facts. Man's going to sleep in grad clothes with the gel and everything. Straight wake up and leave 10 minutes before it starts. Rate it. Let's go, Timo. Timo, that being said, you was at the game. Thoughts on the game? Obviously, Spurs. Chelsea doing Spurs. You was at the game there, enjoying your pies and pints and all that.
You don't even care, bro. He's like, light work.
I'm pretty sure Eleanor's already touched upon it. I felt like they had
the Chelsea perspective. You know what I'm saying?
I think we were lack of energy. I would say lack of intensity somehow. again. Yeah, Mason Mount again and Kai Havertz. I feel like something went wrong with those two in terms of the link up with Lukaku. Doesn't feel add up though. I think if you want to compare the difference between this game and Aston Villa game, I feel like the Aston Villa game, I think it feels the link up so much better. I think this game somehow maybe something a bit missing. I think that we didn't stretch the defense up like Werner did in the second half, which is what to throw him on. But yeah, man, I think what I'm impressed so far from Tottenham is that they high pressed us in the beginning in that first half, and that's why we're a bit panicking at times. And then Tuchel's trying to switch 3-5-2 formation, and then literally he brought on Kante straight away. And I think that when Kante's coming on, that is the game changer. And literally that is where literally we had for the first 10 minutes of the second half, we literally dominate them completely. They have no idea what they expected though. And you have to give credit to Thiago Silva and Rudiger as well. I thought defensively was masterclass as well. And yeah, I'm just glad to see Timo Werner play on the pitch, even though he didn't get the goals, but he did kind of stretch.
He was holding you back.
Wow.
He was, but I feel like, I
actually slandered Timo Werner, and he didn't
like
get
a
onto
dagger
me.
to the heart,
That's true love right there. Not gonna lie to you.
To the balls at the same time.
Yeah, he is. Look at you. Seen his heart literally break on stream when she said that. Look at him. Yeah.
I'm not. Honestly, that's the genuine honest. Yeah, that's the first time I see Timo Werner stretch the defense up. That's the one that we've been missing the most ever since the Zenit game. He could have brought on the Zenit game, but somehow he persisted to keep Mason Mount. Look what happened to Mason Mount today. He was getting substitute, and then eventually all the proper chairs were getting on Tuchel somehow.
No,
it's a lot of Mason Mount in it.
Can I just say to Bluey about, I don't know, if you sold us Kane, we wouldn't be in that so much trouble. I agree with you. I didn't want Kane to stay, so that does not offend me, because I think we would be in a much better position if we sold you Kane. I agree. So we don't have to argue today. I'm not going to jump in the comments and argue with you, am I?
She ain't gonna jump in the crowd and like his malice at the palace.
Last time we went through a roundabout. We went through a roundabout last time. I was not even on the stream. I was just arguing in the comments.
Using the comments. Here's what happens, innit? You take on the comments. Jan's taking on the comments. Ryan's taking on the comments.
Jan was telling me I've done this. Just
Jan, she's been around that block. She can show you where to go. Yeah, she's been there. Like, she'll tell you all about it. So's Ryan. He's been in the comments and that. It happens. It happens from time to time. Oi, Babs, have you watched Saliba since he's been out on loan, and where do you think he fits in for us next season when he's back? MB is an Arsenal fan.
I've watched maybe one game. I didn't watch too much of him. I've heard good things on Twitter, but can't really judge a player fully until I watch him play. So, yeah, look, coming back to title winning Arsenal next season will be good for his confidence, I guess. Misses out on the medal, so I don't know. But maybe he might win something at Marseille, I guess. I don't know, man. Look, if he does come back to Arsenal, we do have a very promising backline. The age-wise as well. Tierney's 24, Tomiyasu's 22, White's 23, Gabriel's 23, and then Saliba's 21. Like, that's very young. We've actually got the youngest team in the league, so I guess that could be looked at as a positive. But I've heard good things, so hopefully he comes back into the team and fights for the position.
All right, fair enough. Question for Eleanor. Even though the 3-0 loss, how did you feel about Romero's first Premier League start? I thought he was good until the second goal went in.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's going to take time with, like, obviously with our backline, it's not the easiest. I think he also is going to take time to adapt to the Premier League. Having, this game against Chelsea is not the easiest as well. But I think he looked promising, and I think he will grow into this team. And I actually think he can. If he can lead that back line, it will be very, very good. But obviously, he's got to get used to the Prem before he can start leading the back line. But I think he is our best defender at the moment. So I do think he can. He'll grow into the Prem. I actually think he'll be a very good player for us. And I think we'll actually have a very good centre back. But it's just the people next to him. We have Dyer next to him or Sanchez next to him. They're not good enough. Whoever's next to him is just not good enough. So it's going to be hard to judge him, because he can do all he can, but he can't exactly run across the whole back line. So I think we need to sort out what we're going to do hopefully in January or in the summer, buy another centre back so we can actually see his full potential. Because he could be very good with a decent centre back next to him, I think.
All right, fair enough. And obviously, I'm just looking at the fixtures, of course. You got some big fixtures coming up this weekend, Chelsea City and the North London Derby as well. We'll go to you, Ian.
I'm actually dreading that. Can I just say I am dreading it? I am.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. It's going to be good. I want to hear your thoughts on it. But we'll go to you first, Ian. What are you saying? You're going away to Chelsea, a team that have not conceded from open play. Obviously, you're not in the best form. Yeah. Well, did you forget about that? How convenient. Yeah.
I don't know. Like City defensively have been quite solid as well. We've only conceded 1 goal. As bad as we've been, I wouldn't even say bad. We've not been that bad. We just haven't been at our best. Yeah. Defensively, we've been all right though. That's one thing that has looked quite solid this season. Obviously not in the Champions League because there was just no defending involved in that game at all. Yeah, no, it's just vibes at the back. We're just chilling, Nathan Aki had his mind on other things, and Ruben was trying his best, but there was just no hook. So yeah, it was a mess. But yeah, I don't know. Stamford Bridge is one of them places. It's not easy to win there, regardless. Chelsea are at home.
We always win there.
They would be expected to win there, because they're at home. But yeah, I don't know. Like,
you confident?
City on their best, I think could be anyone when they're at their absolute best. The problem is, with the injuries that we have, I don't see City being at their best. Rodri's out, Gundogan's out, John Stones is out, Laporte's out. Yeah. And I don't know what's happening with Ferran Torres. He didn't play.
Oh yeah, you are getting beat. I didn't know all them players was missing. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Laporte comes back, but I don't know. And then we've got Aki, who's obviously grieving. So
yeah, you can't be playing, surely.
Not the best. I think for us, the most key player out of them that's actually out is Rodri, because he kind of in the midfield. I don't know, his passing is kind of underrated. Like, you could see against Southampton, we just couldn't pass the ball. Like, to be fair, Fernandinho, you know how I love Fernandinho. He was absolutely shocking. Bernardo Silva was shocking. Gundogan was shocking. So the whole midfield was kind of bad. The only one that could complete a pass was De Bruyne when he came on. But yeah, it was poor. Foden did okay when he came on, but it was pretty poor. So I don't know. Obviously, we've got, I think Zinchenko's out as well. So many
Jesus, I didn't know you lot had been hit. Did they all happen last game, or was that just overall? I didn't know all them players was missing.
All of them were missing apart from Gundogan, but Gundogan got injured.
That's crazy.
Obviously, in the last game.
The stars are lining for Chelsea.
Can I make a point?
In this Southampton result, like, we had our full team there. And we drew 0-0. Like, it wasn't. We had a good enough team to beat Southampton. Don't get me wrong.
Just a bad day.
But it wasn't the best team we could have put out.
Livramento. That's what it was all about.
Generational. Go on, Eleanor.
Can I make a point about Leicester?
Yeah, go on.
Leicester's start to the season has been heavily gone under the radar. How bad they've been. They are literally below Watford, and people are not talking about it. No one's talking about their terrible start.
You know what that is? It's because Leicester.
It's Leicester. Do you know what Leicester?
Don't disrespect. That's what it's because it's Leicester. That's not even a disrespect.
Everyone rated Leicester last season. Oh, Leicester this. Oh, they're doing so well. Brilliant coach. All of this. Rodgers is brilliant. And then they legit had one of their an awful start. Awful.
Yeah, I think they've had injuries as well. I think.
Yeah,
we have injuries. We have our whole squad out. Doesn't Tottenham for being so good.
But that's just leaving.
Yeah, but when it's Liverpool who have injuries like last season, it's like, no. I
heard about no. I'm sorry. Sky nearly made a whole documentary on how sad they were about your injuries.
They were going to do a fundraiser.
It was sad, to be fair. No, it was.
Get the violins out.
Van Dijk, great.
Literally, They were like, "Oh, it's so sad." I'm pretty sure I can't remember who it was. Right, I was watching a game. One of your players went down injured, and literally Sky said, "It's so sad." Then my dad said, "This is what Dad said next." Because, "Oh, my weekend's ruined now." I'm so sad. I'm so sad.
You guys fucking spend them. If FSG would have spent the money, it would have been calm. And it's Liverpool. No one don't care for them.
It's like you say, City had all them injuries and no one knows. Because it's not an excuse for us.
Yeah, because you got a squad.
And it shouldn't be.
We had to bring Matt Phillips and Reece Williams in.
No, I know that.
That's when your owners your squad should be better, though.
I don't think a Liverpool fan can say no one spoke about their injuries because that's legit all I heard about.
That's all I heard. Injuries, Van Dijk.
Nah, but we didn't get excuses for them.
You made them yourselves. That's why.
Shouldn't if you're the greatest Premier League team of all time.
You made them yourselves.
Yeah, I never said that, to be fair.
Yeah, you got hella emotional about the injuries.
You said that under your breath. I know you, man.
You defo did. You defo got gassed in the cup.
Yeah,
Like, greatest Premier League of all time.
It depends as well, because the thing is with the whole injuries and squad depth and stuff like that, like, we get slandered for spending the amount of money we've spent, but then when we've got good squad depth, we then get, oh well, you've got the team to compete. So it's kind of like, surely the whole idea is to spend money to have a team that can compete. That's the whole point.
Jan, you know what you're saying there? You are 110% smart. But you know what that tells you, Jan? You know what that tells you in the Premier League and in the world of football? You cannot win. So you just do what you want.
Yeah.
You can't win.
Yeah.
You spend the money, you spend the money, you get criticized. You don't spend the money, you get criticized. You still get criticized either way.
I still think that
embrace
you
the
don't
hate.
have.
Can I say one thing about Chelsea fans, please?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But go on.
You watch your tone. Watch your tone. Yeah. Watch your tone.
Go on.
All I'm saying is, all the Chelsea fans, saying, we're gonna win the league, are only saying it on Twitter, innit, and on streets. Oh, we're gonna win the league. At least we have the chest to say it in the stadium, innit. At least we have the chest to say it in the stadium. We're gonna win the league. That's all I'm saying, innit.
I'm sure.
I think you'd be saying it anyway.
Well, to be fair,
Father, when we went up there the other week, we didn't hear much of your fans in the stadium, so we didn't.
No, nothing.
So
you're. I feel like.
Yeah, we're busy singing
Was it the same stadium that when Van Dijk went down and his elbow went, and all was silent? Is that the same loud say? Is that? Oh no!
Man said the cop end was a Morgan, that fam. Don't have it.
Everyone
you know what I'm saying?
cries. All they do at Anfield is cry. They just sit there and cry. They sit there and think of their next excuse. That's all they do at Anfield.
Excuses FC.
I'm just saying that at least our fans have the chest to say it in stadiums.
Your fans have chest to say nothing. The minute things go wrong, it's we had a red card. They had a red card, so it made it difficult.
We were literally chanting it yesterday. We were literally chanting it yesterday.
We never sing in the stadium. We just win it. We don't sing it. You don't hear Man City saying we're going to win.
Are you looking for? Are you boasting or looking for plaudits that you said it in your own ground at your home game? That you're going to win the title.
No, but
is that what
we said it in the league. We said it away to Leeds as well. We said it. We were chanting it away to Leeds as well.
You said you're going to win the title with chest. Okay, you don't say anything else though.
So what's this magical?
I know Chelsea look very, very good. They probably are favourites right now, but
they are definitely.
It's a bit early though. It's still a bit early.
Liverpool,
when things go wrong, all Liverpool do is cry.
Chelsea. So it's not like
Flawless. You're in the mud if we win the league still.
100%. I'm in the mud anyway if you don't win the league.
I'm not defending any Chelsea fan. I'm saying that for me, it's an embarrassment if they don't win the league because they should be walking it. So to be honest,
Chelsea or City should be walking the league ahead of us. They should do.
I'm putting pressure.
Don't give me that. You got, according to you, Ryan, you got the best 11 in the league. I ain't hearing that. They shouldn't walk.
Yeah, we do, but look at our squad. We should be winning the league with this squad.
Look, excuse FC already. What did I just call them? What did I just...
Excuses.
Wait.
Eleanor, you're smart.
Please reach into your pockets and find some change to help them buy their squad.
With chest.
When Klopp wins the league,
Listen,
when Klopp wins the league, Pep and Tuchel need to hang their heads in shame.
With chest,
Why?
You said with chess that you've seen you're going to win the league. You're already making excuses why you're not.
I said if we keep our starting 11 fit, we'll win the league.
Yeah, but you're sitting there boasting about singing it when you've already made an excuse within 5 minutes of the stream. That's what I'm saying. This is what they do. This is what they sit there and they think, okay, we've conceded now. What excuse can I think as to why we've conceded? What they do in the ground. A minute before they're singing they're winning the league, and then it's all right, we can cry because this player went down in it. So now we have an excuse. Like that's literally what they do, and the Klopp's doing the same. They do it collectively. That's what they do.
Ryan, you need to get a green screen.
What excuse did you come up with
the cop in the background?
I don't come up with excuses. I say chess my team shit, so I say chess.
Ellen, you know what? Ellen is out here win lose.
Yeah, but what about the Spurs in 2019? What was your excuse then for great pot?
This is gonna be good.
Because we didn't have a squad, but I didn't sit there and say we're going to win the league, so I didn't say nothing with chess.
Pot thing again, Grace.
Go on.
What will I do if Ferran Torres wins the league?
What are you going to do if this guy wins the league back to back?
It's not going to happen, so why are you asking me that?
It might be.
All right, back on to Chelsea City. Obviously, we'll go to you and the Surfer. City coming into town.
If that happens, I'll never start De Bruyne again.
I know you're very confident of the game, but how are you looking at it, like with all their injuries? Not easy 3 points, but are you looking at... If you don't beat them, you'll be disappointed. That's what I'll ask.
Yeah, but I'm still like... Because I think this is the only game so far in the run where I'm like... sort of not nervous, but I've got like a percentage where I'm not 100% sure we're gonna win or anything like that.
I'm expected to go to the
everywhere else we've been, all these quiet grounds like the Emirates, Anfield, the toilet bowl.
Yeah, like Stamford Bridge is so loud. Yeah.
It's the only the fascinating thing is fascinating thing I think is has Pep solved the equation called Tuchel out because he hasn't been able to solve it.
Yeah, he hasn't been.
He's played 3 different formations against us in the 3 games. The madness at Etihad when he played 1 defensive midfielder against us. But I think if we played a 3-5-2, I think our midfield will dominate them. If Kante's in there as well. This is Kante. Remember, this is Kante today. He didn't have any warm-up game. He just came in off the bench. He just came in off the bench.
Came in here.
He is unbelievable. What this guy is. Don't give me however you define a midfielder. This guy is going to go down as one of the greatest of all time when he retires. He's always one of the greatest of all time right now. But I think that midfield will start. The question is, if he sticks his formation, who does he play up front? Does he play Timo or does he play Havertz? That's the only thing. But otherwise, I think he'll rotate heavily because we've got it's League Cup during the week, isn't it? So
League Cup. Yeah, League Cup on Wednesday.
It's League Cup. It's an early kickoff Saturday. I think.
There we go.
I'm confident, but it's still City. You've still got to respect City. You know, I still respect even some of us might not. I still respect City what the players. Even Kevin De Bruyne, who I rate very highly, unlike some people on this panel. You know
what? No, I rate him highly. I just think he's overrated.
Unlike one person.
Let him finish.
But yeah, I think I'm confident we can win.
Well, fair enough. Timo, same to you. Like, are you looking at it? Like,
I'm kind of
like, if you don't win, are you looking at it like that's a missed opportunity considering the form they're in? Well, not the form they're in. Their previous game and the injuries matches to see.
100%. That everything that you said is very correct, and this is what we've been crying out loud from the start of the season, that we've got this run of fixtures. I think the only thing that could hamper us, our squad is really huge in our team, though. I think one of the biggest squad in the league so far. So because we got a League Cup on Wednesday, surely we can do a bit more rotation.
Oh yeah, it'll be heavy rotation.
Heavy rotation, regardless. But the games against Man City, I feel like we can confident, and we got that home advantage as well on our side. But I do think that we should not be underestimate City, even though they got like a couple of players out because of the injuries. I feel like Pep's game plan will be something very different compared to the other 3 because, like Andrew said, Tuchel got Pep's number literally since last season. And I feel like somehow maybe the Pep gonna try to do a low block against us, but I think.
You know what, we got to start better, man. We got to start better. We haven't started.
I think we have to.
We started
like, we've got to start better because if they're playing a high line, I generally could see Timo Werner play alongside Lukaku after this game. I'm not even joking.
I know. That's the funniest thing about it. I knew you was gonna say that. I could see that a mile off. You know what I'm saying?
No. Because City playing a high line. If City playing a high line, I could see him start. 100%.
Although I if Robert Dias is playing in the middle, then I would play Havertz against Diaz. I play Havertz against Diaz.
Robert.
He is
Robert Dias.
This guy idiot, you know. We talk the same language, you know. It's bad at doing exactly what he was talking about.
That was for one person, no one else. Just to say, I think that's the biggest decision of the week. If he sticks with 3-5-2, who he plays with. He plays with Lukaku.
Before you continue, 1 second on the surfer. You're Ryan. I know you gotta go, little bro. So say your blessings to everyone, and then man will catch up with you soon.
Yeah, big up, guys. Big up everyone in the comments. Big up all of you guys as well. And yeah, see you in the next stream, innit?
All right, bless, love, fam. Yeah, big up every time.
It's like Fast and Furious 7.
Yeah, big up.
It's been a long day.
Go on, Andrew.
No, I'm just saying. I think that's the biggest decision. If we go 3-5-2, who replaces with Lukaku? It is. Does he play Havertz, who's had a good couple of games? He's had a good Champions League final against them. Does he play Timo Werner to run off him because he liked what he saw? You know what? No, it's a great. Listen, it's Tuchel's decision. He's got the choice. You know, it's a great choice to have. So you can't say it's a tough choice. It's one of those. You either play a good player or a good player with Lukaku.
What two do you want to see him go with Lukaku, or would you prefer him to play the free in midfield of Cover, Jorginho, and Kante?
I wanted to play the 3-5-2. I wanted to play the 3-5-2. I like the way the midfield looked. Favre was in the stadium. It was more balanced, right? Favre.
Yeah, it was more balanced in the second half today, man. I feel like the Mount and Havertz somehow it's still a bit missing. Somehow those two were underperforming in the game as well.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel right for the past two games ever since Zenit game.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So who would be the one with Lukaku then?
I think we're gonna say two different people. I'm gonna say Havertz, and he's gonna say Werner. I would say Havertz only because of the way he played last time against City. That was all. But yeah, I could see that. There's an argument for either of them because even though Havertz hasn't played well the last couple of games either. So it's not simply like him and Mount were like that in the first half. I'm telling you right now, Mount was just a slight bit worse. It's only because he switched to formation and Kai Havertz can play in that formation that Kai Havertz was kept on. Because he can play that just off, like at the top, just off, right? Mount can't do that.
Yeah.
And that's why it was tactical, and also because Mount was the worst out of the options to take off. So it's strange, but I think it will help Lukaku to have someone just up there with him instead of being in isolation. So
yeah, Simon says I would say Timo because Havertz has been dead since the international break.
That's very true.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and as well, don't forget he's still recovering from the flu as well. So I think he hasn't fully fit 100% in my point of view, but
have a rest this week and he'll have a week off.
Yeah.
He won't play Wednesday.
He won't play on Wednesday, definitely. No.
All right, North London derby settings. Bavs. Yes. You telling me? Thoughts?
6 points.
North London derby.
Yeah, listen, mate.
Why are we
next game
doing
the
this?
title charge continues. You know what I mean, like, listen. Why are you guys laughing
two
for?
champions.
Are you laughing for?
On the line. That's what it is.
I'm being serious.
I really just don't want next week to come. I'm looking forward to it. I cannot lose to this team. I
don't think you lose. I think it's a draw.
We're not winning because we don't win at the best of times at the Emirates. So we're definitely not winning now. But a draw is possible. But come on, man. I just see it going all wrong, and then I've got to sit here and just be like, yeah, Arsenal, that Arsenal team with Arteta tax. still beat us. I actually can't. I swear on my life, I actually can't. I'm praying to the football gods from now for a full week. Like, legit, I'm on my knees. I'm praying. So I can't. I'm worried. I am scared. Nuno ball is just not good enough.
It's better than Arteta ball though.
It's more like no ball at the moment.
I don't think there's much. I'm not gonna. It's true, but I'm not gonna lie. Is there much difference between Nuno and Arteta? What is the difference?
Oh, there's a massive difference. You lot underrate Arteta.
One's got fabulous hair. That's just the difference.
Arteta's got natural eyeliner.
You lot underrate Arteta massively. I tell you that for a fact.
You lot right?
No, we don't rate Arteta at all.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't have to rate Arteta.
Go on, Babs. Your thoughts on the North London derby, big game. Obviously, one you look forward to. Confident?
No, I'm looking.
Not confident.
No, about confidence. It's just that I'm just looking forward to going back to the ground and watching Arsenal versus Spurs. Not seen it for a couple of years, so
right, okay.
I'm happy to be there. And yeah, I should be confident because Spurs right now they're a good team with some good players, yes, but Arsenal 2 wins and a bounce, even though it's just 1-0. Regardless, form is form, and form it does help out if you're in better confidence, better form. But you have to pay Spurs respect. They've got some good players that can hurt you. I think the game's going to be set up pretty simply. Spurs will sit compact, try to counter because that's what their strengths are build up to. And the only way I think Spurs get a result, which is possible by the way, is if we make mistakes like we normally do. No, and Spurs have got players to capitalise.
I don't agree. I don't agree if that's how we should set up. I don't agree.
You shouldn't, but if you come up against Arsenal, then Arsenal got the speed to counter against you as well. And we've shown against like Chelsea and City that we can sit back and defend pretty well actually.
But I don't think we should sit. I don't think. Listen,
that last game doesn't count, bro. The FA Cup final, isn't
it? Wait. Can I just?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I answer?
Go for it.
Listen, I don't think Tottenham's best strengths lie when we sit and defend. We should not be sitting back and defending. We are not doing well when we do that. We need to come at you. The way we played against the way we played against City might not have been dominant in attack, but we did go at them. Yeah. We brought the game to them as well. We didn't just let them play on us. It doesn't work at all. We don't have good enough defenders to sit and defend. What's annoying is that we sit and defend and we're not getting better at defending. Nope. So it's like, what are we doing? We're sitting in our own half, doing nothing, and we're not even counter pressing efficiently. I will praise Jose, and this is the first time I'll ever praise Jose, so record it, talk about it forever.
That 1 hour 32 minutes.
Wait, I'm just okay. Thank you.
I will praise Jose, and at least when we countered under Jose, we did it efficiently. I can't deny when we countered, and we tend to get a goal under Jose the way we were playing. So now it's not even that we're countering efficiently. We're doing the exact same thing that we did under Jose without the efficient counter attack. So I don't see why we don't just set up to attack a team and go at them. Our strengths lie in attack. If we set up to attack Arsenal's back line, we will get goals. Look at that back line. We will get goals.
I actually agree.
But don't worry, Ramsdale's in goal, so we'll save everything.
So I mean, I just think it's a joke. I think the way we've been playing, like we're scared of absolutely everyone when our strengths lie in dribbling and actually taking the game to them. We've got Ndombele, Son, Bergwijn when he's fit, Lucas. These are dribblers. These are players that can dribble and actually get the ball past you. That's what we need to do, especially against Arsenal. We're talking about this Arsenal team. We could dribble past them, but we will set up to defend, try and get one goal, and act like we're literally Burnley. We play Burnley ball.
No, but there's a reason why you do that. You say you think you got the players, but in actual fact you don't.
But
and I say you don't.
We don't have players to defend though. So our players.
No, you don't have players to. Where you don't have players to
attack is definitely better than their defense.
No, there is, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can sustain attacking pressure. It just doesn't
sustain, but that's the better way to
go. Your Spurs' control the second phase is horrific. Højbjerg's a decent player right here, but there's no player there that controls transitions or the pace of the game or someone who did like you used to have Dembele. And Ndombele can't do that. Ndombele is an 8. He's a free player. He's a player. He's not a regista. I mean, to be fair, I do like Oliver Skip, so he is capable of doing it.
But I think you're really lowering our players' standards to the fact you think.
No, it's not about that. It's just the profile of the players.
You think we need to sit and defend? That is not true.
I don't think you need to. I just don't think you have the players to sustain attacks.
we don't have the players to sustain defense. So the best way to go,
then what do you do? That's where you get to counter-attacking.
She's right.
Don't counter-attack.
No, that's why Spurs will play as they will play. They will play a mid-block formation.
We don't counter-attack efficiently. So the whole point is, for me, the best route to go down is to take a game to them. Is to take a game to them and actually attack. And then, okay, you're telling me we can't attack for 90 minutes. That's cool. I get that. But don't sit there and act like we need to set the game up to sit in our own half and get one.
It's not that though. I never said sit back. I think it'll be a mid-block. It'll be halfway through. So you sit there in a decent little mid-block and look to counter like that.
I genuinely think our best players lie in attack. I think we should be trying to take games to you, depending on how games go. I understand things in game management might have to change things.
You don't have a party like even a Xhaka-like player. You just don't have that.
We have Højbjerg, and he's pretty good at that. So
but he just isn't as good as people make him out to be in that aspect. No, he's a better defensive midfielder, of course he is.
I genuinely think I know. Understand
what your team strikes me as is a team that's perfect for the counter. Players that are great at second balls. So when it comes to counter pressing, you can counter like that. But not a team that can sustain attack pressure. I know you want to see it, but you could do under Poch. So who was your midfield pivot under Poch? It was Dembele. And who was the other guy?
Wait. You're telling me Brighton have a better team than Tottenham then that can sustain the.
They have a better midfield controllers. Yes, they do.
I disagree totally.
Sorry, totally. Not better players though. Let's make it clear. Better profile to play that system. Yes, they do.
I disagree totally.
It's very naive to say they don't. There's a reason why they play that football comfortably. It feels so easy everyone to do it.
The reason why we don't play that football is because our manager.
It's because you don't have the players for it.
That's the manager. If Potter's in charge,
it's not the manager. It's not the manager. It's not the manager. It just isn't.
I'm not saying.
Even Spurs towards the end of Pochettino couldn't do it. That's facts on paper. They couldn't.
But Poch didn't have these players, so.
Who did he have?
They can definitely play more attacking
players
football.
Have come in since that
they can play more attacking, but they can't. Eleanor's saying go and attack Arsenal. That requires a sustained pressure. No, you can't attack Arsenal and not sustain pressure.
I'm saying take the game to them the way we played against City.
That's more intensity. That's different to actual style of play. Then you could take the game to Arsenal by being aggressive in your tackling, not to.
I'm not saying attack for 90 minutes as I've just said. I've said play the way we played against City, which we don't.
Yeah, so that's why I said mid block.
I don't think a mid block is really fair. I think it needs to be more on the attacking side. Because
then that would be the all-out attack mode. Then that would be the 90 minutes.
No,
attack.
I don't see why we shouldn't be doing that. Our defense is awful. Have more of the ball in the opposition half. Have more of the ball in and around that box area where we've got so many goal scorers, so many people that can score goals. They can't score goals if they're in their own half because we don't have the players that are going to get the ball up quick enough. We don't have players that are going to create enough. If we keep it in their opposition half and play better football all round in terms of keeping it up there, keeping the intensity up, we will see more goals because of the players we have. I don't think we have good enough players to sit there, go attack, create one good chance and score it. We don't have that efficient, creative player. We need to keep creating throughout the game because like I've said, this football hasn't been sustainable. We're creating 2 chances a game is not good enough. We need to create more chances a game, which means we need to keep the ball more. We don't do that. This counter press that you say is efficient. We're not doing that. We don't create.
It's not efficient, but it should be on paper. You got players and personnel to do so. My point being clear. I think you just said it yourself. You want to keep the ball in the opposition half. You don't have the personnel to do that. You just need very specific players. You don't.
I disagree.
Then why don't you do it?
I think it's coaching. That's what I'm saying. I blame Jose
I disagree.
and Nuno for the way we're playing because I think if Graham Potter is our manager, we play very different football, and that we will be. I genuinely think we'll be much better if we had a manager that will play.
It's very easy to say, but when I've
seen it. North London beef for a sec. Let me just start this North London beef for a sec. So now Home says we're winning the league. We're winning the league. We got Ollie the fraud. We're still winning the league. Flawless. Is it wrong to get gassed up? Is it wrong to get gassed up? No. But know that you're just leading yourself down a garden path of disappointment. And when it happens, I'll be here for you. That's all I'd say about that, innit? It's like the end of that road is just disappointment. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to get gassed up, it's cool.
Stop trying to downplay the trouble that you never.
Okay, like I was saying.
It's like watching X-Men. It's like watching X-Men Dark Phoenix. You know it's shit, but you still watch it anyway.
I've never actually watched that one, you know.
It's shit.
London is blue in the chat as well. Big up all the new people hitting the like button as well. But that's what I'd say to that in a whole minute. Just know where that's leading to. It's only disappointment. Want to switch lanes in it with the North London beef here. All right, we'll go to you, Baz, first. Your thoughts on the Chelsea City game? What are you looking at? Were you saying who wins what? Draw? What do you reckon?
Yeah, the real big game of the weekend.
Chelsea, City, title rivals. So
yeah, we are. Chelsea and City are title rivals.
It's a sticky one because you don't want teams. You know, if one team wins, they pull away. The others, a draw would be the best result for Arsenal.
There you go.
And I think that's what it's going to be. I think Pep will come into the game.
Derby a draw would be the right result.
No, that's Arsenal win, easy.
City don't draw. They'll lose it in the last minute.
No, I think City come out to this game and it's very cagey to the extent Pep doesn't want to lose the game because he's lost to Pep a few times in a row. He tries to alter his tactics a little bit, but City have the and look, Chelsea have shown good signs this season, but I still think defensively there has been some games where they have been suspect, and City have quality. And also the lack of a centre forward could actually play into their hands because I don't know if Thiago Silva starts, but sometimes centre backs want someone to mark, and when you have like a Ferran Torres just running inside outside making these different diverse fronts, it could cause issues. So I reckon it could be either a City win or a 2-2 draw.
Okay, I'll go to you, Eleanor. Thoughts on it? Chelsea, City, down the library at the bridge.
Chelsea, City. I'm gonna go. I don't see. Thing is, Chelsea normally don't score this many goals. They don't create. They have a problem creating a lot. Realistically, Chelsea tend to not create as much recently. So I don't know. I don't see them scoring today. But you're not going to be playing Tottenham. That's what I'm saying. You don't play Tottenham every week.
You don't get
Tottenham made it easy for you, so that's.
They did not make it any easy. Tottenham was set up perfectly fine. You just had numpties in the team. Seriously, like the first half, Nuno set up that team exactly how he should have set that team up. If that was Klopp doing it, if that was Pep doing it, he'd get praise for it.
The easier game is the Emirates anyway.
I'm not replying to that.
Yeah, cool. Versus the Arsenal.
I'm not replying to that because I'm not going to get rattled about that.
That's right. Don't rise to the bait.
I'm just going to get back to the question. Because
tactically, I think Nuno set up you guys perfectly fine today.
Listen, I'm not arguing with you because I actually don't want to.
No, but being real here, like on a tactical perspective.
I think first half, yeah, but when you lose 3-0, you have to look at
Flawless, the way the managers works, right, is they set you up. And for the first, normally 20 minutes, the team is the team the manager wants, how it wants to play, because it's all drilled in. But after a while, when your legs get tired, you start to do your own things, go on your own runs, and lose concentration.
So
and that's where Tottenham fell out.
You can't criticise a manager after losing 3-0.
You can, but not in that game. That game was not a structural defeat. It was a defeat because your players made certain mistakes.
Agree to disagree.
I think there's a bit of both. I think if you lose 3-0, you can always look at the manager and look at the team.
But look at the goals you conceded. What can he do from that first corner? Is this his fault?
I just mean in general.
That's what I'm saying. It's very easy to blame managers nowadays. But if you actually look into the goal, I'm defending Nuno. I shouldn't be defending him, but I am because it's just true, isn't it?
It's not. It's not.
It is.
The problem is that this is a pattern we see every week. So that's the problem.
Yeah, that's your players then. That's not your manager.
No.
If you have different managers and they keep making the same mistakes, then it becomes personnel, not the actual manager. The manager will make mistakes, but he hasn't made a mistake today. Or he hasn't made this obvious error in tactics.
Just like I said, but it's a results business. If this is if this is the football and the results,
he won manager of the month last month.
I obviously have to look to the manager.
Trust the process.
As I have been doing, because the last few games, even the ones we have won, other than the City game, have not been sustainable football. So, there are times where I have to criticise Nuno. Today was just another day in the office for him. This is what it's going to be like. So, at the end of the day, you can say, these 3 goals, he doesn't particularly need criticism. Okay, every other game he's played this season pretty much deserves quite a bit of criticism. So, yeah.
Your father's got a graduation in 6 hours, man. Just not the scoreline.
There's no reason for this to be like this. At the end of the day, I'm saying Nuno's not good enough. He's saying he is. I'm saying he's not.
That's fair enough. Trust me, Eleanor, I understand your frustration. Like I said, when you play that type of football that he plays, if results don't come with it, it's going to be worse than if you are trying to play on the front foot, whether you have the players or not. I get that.
I'd rather lose 3-0 trying to play on the front foot than lose 3-0 looking like that.
Like that, yeah. Because if you're defending and being defensive and still losing 3-0, like today, like away to Palace, you're going to look at it and go...
Like I said, away to Palace, we conceded like 17 shots and we played 3
that was a tactical disaster class, but it wasn't today. It just wasn't.
Yeah, I'm not set. Right, listen, as I said, it's the repetitiveness.
I'm trying to get him a new contract here first.
Oh, my
It's bad. Eleanor, anyway, don't fall into the Babs trap. Like I said, if Babs trap, I know you Babs in it. You can't fool me. We've been on too many
streams. There's such thing as a Babs trap. I speak facts and facts only.
Yeah, sure, in it. As much facts as
I don't do if buts and maybe I do absolutes.
Do absolutes. Elijah James Redmond. Eleanor, where was you at? Yeah, Chelsea City. Your thoughts on that game?
I don't know. I think Chelsea will win. Purely because I think they're going off a high as well. You know, they're running on all this energy. City are looking like the striker situation is coming back to bite them. I think if they want to win the league, they need to take points off Chelsea. I think a draw would be good for City as well. I don't think it'll be awful. So I'm going to say 2-1 to Chelsea. I just think that they're running off so much adrenaline. They've got the better squad all round, considering, because obviously City don't have a striker. So I think if any team can do it, like Jan said, without a striker will be City. But I think genuinely, Chelsea win this game, and then I think they go on like a run now. I think once they do that, I think, you know, their adrenaline's going to kick in, and then I think they'll be the team to win the league. So I will say 2-1 to Chelsea.
Fair enough. Flawless. Honestly, how do you beat Chelsea? I legit have no idea. Who's notorious FAT. Momentum's with them. Very good defensively. You can see the confidence, and they have that invincibility factor around them. You can see. So currently, I don't know. Yeah, the mentality is there as well. But we'll go to Winter Surfer. Thoughts on the North of your rivals in London? You know what I'm saying? Just to get me north of them. North
neighbours
London.
Neighbours at the moment. No,
all right, well, your neighbours in London then. Just north.
Yeah.
You see Arsenal Spurs, you know what I'm saying? I
said this to Eleanor earlier. It's just the worst Arsenal and Spurs teams going into a North London derby at the same time. I think it is.
Justice.
I think it is. I will edge towards Arsenal because they're at home, and what I've seen, and they are. I agree with Baz. They are on. They've got the 2 wins. They've got the tails up a bit, and I agree with Eleanor. I think Spurs will look to play defensively because I think this defensive new reports about Spurs is not true because I've seen it. They've been very lucky, especially we didn't even talk. Look at that Wolves game. You look at the stats in that Wolves game.
Wolves and Watford was the same.
How they came out with a 1-0 victory. I remember those games.
Yeah, but Watford as well.
Yeah. So you're absolutely right. Watford. Yeah. I think I'd say 2-1 Arsenal. I'll go 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay. Where did they get a goal from? Oh no, penalty. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like if Spurs can do.
No, it'll be Harry Kane penalty. Always.
Hey, let him go. Go on, Timo.
If Spurs can do a performance like they did in the first half against us, which is high pressing the Arsenal defense, I genuinely think that Spurs can give them a game. I do think Arsenal do have a weakness, which is their defense. Especially if Ben White gets exposed by Harry Kane or Son, you lot are in loads of trouble. And I'm gonna say this is gonna be a draw. I feel like both sides can score in goals, but I feel like both teams doesn't want to lose as well.
It's the complete opposite.
Yeah,
as an Arsenal fan, I'll tell you, it's the complete opposite. Our defense is actually perfectly fine. Our attack
I think it'll be a draw as well.
A draw, okay. Fair enough. Jan, you there? I don't know if she's there. There we go. Manchester City. I believe it. Yeah. I know where you're going with this, innit? So I'll let you go after this. Thoughts on the North London derby? Who you see winning? Arsenal, Spurs.
Where is it? At Anfield. Not Anfield.
That's the
answer. Bless you. I'll catch you tomorrow, yeah?
I'll ask you, is it at the Emirates?
No, it's Anfield.
It's Anfield. That's at Goodison Park.
Oh my God.
Is it at the Emirates?
It's at the new camp, yeah.
Yes, at the new camp. It's at the Parc de France.
Yeah, right. I can see it being a high scoring draw, to be honest, like a 2-2.
High scoring draw. Have you forgotten the teams that are playing?
Please remember the games played.
It's going to be a 1-0 to Arsenal.
Remember the games played.
1-0 to Arsenal. Yeah, sounds about right.
It seriously will be 1-0 because I see Spurs' underlying stats. You don't create chances. You just don't. I think you've got an XG of like 3 in 6 games. You see, that's just
and yet you're
horrific.
telling me about whatever.
No, but that's not your manager's fault. You just don't have an actual proficient creator. You don't have the creator. You just don't have a guy in your team.
Wait. Do you want Nuno? Because you can happily have him. I'll drive him.
We got Messiah at Arsenal. We don't need Nuno Espirito
When we
Santo.
come to the Emirates, this weekend,
We got Snake
We got baby Pep, man. We got Pep Lightburn here. So listen,
keep him there as your number 2. You clearly like his football.
we got Pep with a hairline. So I'm happy.
Keep him there as your number 2 and don't bring him back in it. Like, keep him there. It's absolutely cool. We can have
City fans are on the knees for Pep with the hairline to come back.
Timo,
not
you look
lie.
confused. Wagwan.
No. Speaking about
what?
Let's got his hands up.
No. Happily have him. I can't lie. You can happily have him if you like Nuno.
Hey, Flawless. Would you have Nuno over Ole?
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that, mate. He's a manager finished second and third. Yeah. No waiting. Right, there you go. Right.
Wait. No. I take myself over Oli. That's the thing is, you know what I'm saying? I take myself over Oli and that's a low bar. I take myself over Oli. I could do the job.
He also said he'd take Arteta over Oli, so
I could do. I didn't say all that. I didn't go that far.
No, you would. Just face it.
No, I wouldn't.
He's not hit rock bottom.
I wouldn't.
Face it.
Norwich manager, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Him and the Norwich manager.
If it was Graham Potter, what would be Spurs starting 11 though? If it was Graham Potter.
They don't have the players to play a positional play system. I don't know how many times we've got to make this clear.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm asking Elena.
That's Babs. Where we getting this mistaken? That's not a player thing in terms of you can have the worst players in the world and have a defensive mentality or an attacking mentality. That's nothing to do with system. Of course you can.
It's footballing ideals and philosophies. It's about how you set your team up.
No. You can have the 11 of the worst players in the world and still have an attacking mentality. That's
football is not what it was 10 years ago. This is why managers like Arsene Wenger, for example, I love Arsene Wenger, but the reason why his tactics right now of date is because he didn't adapt.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
Could I just say, this is why I love Flawless.
That's nothing to do with personnel. We could be a 5-a-side team right now and it stick Jan in goal. We could have an attacking mentality or a defensive mentality.
Why am I going to go?
Why is she in goal? I thought she was a deadly striker.
She ain't no deadly striker.
I'm
doing
the least
the wrong ground.
Yeah, where'd you play? Are you a fullback? Are you
plays on
centre midfield, boss in the park?
I'm like a Cristiano Ronaldo, innit?
She's a
I can score tapping.
When he was at Sporting.
She scored tappings. Okay. She's a good penalty taker.
Yeah, she wish she had one of them at City this weekend, but we moved. But like I was saying, let's say we're a 5-a-side team and Timo's
I would have had a better chance of scoring these there.
We have an attacking. You can have an attacking mentality or a defensive mentality. That's nothing to do with the players you have at your disposal.
And I would rather
how you utilize them is different.
With an attacking mentality.
But I could. That is fair enough. But a lot of God.
You know who don't have a team to sustain attacks but still just go for it gung ho with no defense. Leeds don't have it. I watch them. They're awful. They are awful.
No, they don't have the players to do it on a great level, but they have the profiles to do it on a more sustainable level than Spurs do.
Who are the players they have?
No. This guy.
In midfield, Calvin Phillips is a far better controller of phase 1 and phase 2 than any of Spurs players.
Mine is Calvin Phillips. Who else?
They've got a comfortable ball playing centre back. Too comfortable. They've got a great keeper who comes to playing on the back, who's fantastic when it comes to medium and short range passing.
Okay, so they have these things, but they don't do it. Wait, one second.
They do it. That's why they are successful to an extent.
I watched them play Newcastle.
And they have also a winger that holds with Rafinha, who's very refined. Ball goes out wide to me, he's able to get inside.
If it works, why are they struggling this season if it works?
Because it doesn't always work because they don't have the quality of player, but the profile was there for sure. That's why they are in the Premier League. That's why they took that style of football. No, Spurs don't. Spurs' team is more suited. That's why it's like Arsenal, right? Mikel Arteta came into Arsenal, right, and he wanted to play attacking philosophy, pressing football, right? Did it for a few games, didn't quite work out. He went to the 3-4-3. It worked out because we had the players to play a defensive style of football at that time. That's why he won the FA Cup. He then rechanged it back to the attacking style of football. We struggled. We conceded goals, but when we began to have the defensive approach, because our team was more suited to that, it worked out.
You can think it's more suited, but what I'm saying is I don't care if it's more suited. I think we should be playing attacking football because I'd rather lose 3-0 attacking than lose 3-0 playing.
The moment Spurs became unserious was the moment they sacked Mauricio Pochettino. So I'll be real. The moment that happened,
can we just wait? you've just gone to number 1 in my list right now. So well done. Flawless is like a star in it. You're like up there, like always up there in it.
And that was
so
easy.
Right now, you've just gone there.
You can't be Nido Babs.
One.
You know what I'm saying?
You've got 1 in it.
Yeah.
But
I'm being serious. That was like when I read the news that Spurs sacked Pochettino, I was like, oh, okay, that's fair enough.
No,
then that's the time over.
But Poch
larger One Rovers vlogs as well.
But Poch would still be playing progressive football.
No, because Poch is a proactive manager, not a reactive box. He's a proactive manager.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I want.
Yeah, but you don't have that right now. Your current manager is what he is. You have to accept him.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. The problem is my manager is exactly that. That's my problem.
She said that still. She's got you there.
He's perfect.
Can I put in to just say something to Nahom and Manuel, right?
This is going to be good.
She can argue the comments again.
Yeah. You already know it. Here we go.
I knew it. Everyone be. Here we go.
Okay, first things first. Your club legend approached my club asking to join. We said no. Okay, for starters. Secondly, all I'm going to say, the last time you won a major trophy, Mason Greenwood was in primary school. So have some shame, man. Have some shame.
Yeah, you need to stop biting on these comments. It's just too easy.
Biting. He's been going
that's you biting.
To be fair,
Yeah, you're above this. Come on, Jan. You don't need to. You're above this.
Man.
I'll do it.
Though, man.
Hey. All right, less of that.
Nah, sorry, Flawless, but they're starving, man.
You ain't even sorry. You know what I'm saying? You said that with a big smile on your face. Don't give me your pen.
Sorry.
All right, on that note, we're going to end.
And my boy Kevin has played 38 minutes, man. How many minutes did it take your boy Cater to even score a goal in the first place? Jesus, man. At least
That's good, yo. Shit, how long did it take Cater to score?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, Cater. Mazza. We move. Large up, everyone who's a member of the channel as well, and don't forget, if you are a member, you do get shout outs during certain shows as well. If you want to join the membership, link is underneath in the description. That's how you get on Q&As. Obviously, Winter Surface here, he's a member. Timo's also a member as well. So yeah, man, large up everyone who's, so you got Timo, Don KJB, Time to Shine, Dan Levitt, Guilt, The Progressions Project, Renesh 44, Abdallah, Wayne, Junior Swag King, Nippin, Johan, Eddie, Give It to Mikey, Slens, NB, Sasha, Davey Fisher, Nelly Scott, 40 Fantasy, Deviant, J Socials, Neville B, S Feely TV, and of course Ryan and Yan City and Eleanor are all members of the channel as well. And since he was complaining that I missed his question, Yan, as you need a striker, would it have been better to sign Aguero to a 1-year extension? Says MB. I know. Terrible. Only
no, she hated Aguero. She hated him. Yeah. She hated Aguero.
And like United fans starving in the comments, man. It's all right. You might win a Carabao Cup. You might win a Carabao Cup. Even though you've been slandering the competition for the past 4 years, you might shamelessly be able to celebrate that this year.
Yeah. All right. We gonna close out the show in a couple minutes, people. So get your final questions in. If I did miss them, I apologize. Of course, man.
None to Yan, people join. You made Yan angry. None to Yan.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not even angry.
You made it angry.
Here's what it is: people saying things like they got a City ticket and the Happy Meal. Good, you'll get to watch a decent match of football. It's been a long time. You know what I mean? But there you go.
You know what I mean? What? Timo, you signing because Werner doesn't know how to? Are you singing because Werner doesn't know how to score?
No, signing, I think.
Oh, did you say signing? I thought you said
singing.
Oh, is he singing?
I think he's singing, yeah. I don't know. I did one Rovers vlog just decided to take a shot. Yo, when you got Bristol, this is Bristol Rovers fans taking shots at you. You know you wash.
No, to be fair. To be fair,
they're going to be taking so many shots at me.
I don't think he didn't do that bad today. Honest to God,
yeah, he was awful.
I know he should have scored, but
should have scored. You know
if you're gonna take any shots from Bristol, at least be City, not Rovers. Jesus.
No, that's all right. I've had worse shots than the Bristol Rovers anyway. So, but we will, yeah.
But larger one Rovers vlogs as well. You know what I'm saying?
Can I just address Harris, right?
Before you address, one sec. Wait, Yan, just one sec. You lot get your final questions in before we close out. Go on, Yan. Go on.
No, I'm just going to say, if you don't know your football history, don't come on here because Manchester Central were going to wipe out Manchester United.
Are
and
they
Manchester
second bottom?
City
No, they're
saved
not.
your asses, innit? So go Google Manchester Central and then come back to me, innit? About
No
Manchester.
way. No way they.
You're not even based in Manchester, about you put us on the map. Go look at a map. Tell me where I'm talking about.
He's not lying, no. They are 22nd.
It's Paul, man. How are you talking about? How are you talking about Matt? And you're a Man United fan. How are you talking about Matt? You're not even in the state. You're not even in Manchester Council. We pay our council tax to different boroughs. Come on, now, seriously. Not a United fan chatting shit about Manchester.
Are you talking about council tax in football
So
terms?
basically, Man
what's
United
happening?
in Trafford and Manchester.
They pay Aussie tax.
Oh, no,
you're so rattled by a comment. It's discussing council tax. Yeah, stop biting on the comments.
Ollie is like,
if Spurs were based in Essex, that's the comments you'd be saying. You'd be saying they're not from London, isn't it?
Well, Arsenal are not from North London, but we moved anyway.
Oh, please.
Anyway.
Oh man.
Let me not start. Let me not start. She suffered enough.
Ollie tax.
We're just stealing it, innit?
When you pass go.
Are you not sharp, man? You got jelly
listen,
here, bro.
Listen, you know in Monopoly when you pass go and you get 200 and then you land on tax instantly and then you're on 0 again? That's what Ollie tax is.
Yeah, plus more in it. Like they take away more.
You know, and then you get tax for like every house you have and every hotel you have.
You get tax for every
in the
dice
next card. That's what Ollie tax is all the time. You just have no income.
Every dice throw. Every dice throw. I was saying this on the thing. Every time you roll the dice, no matter what it lands on, it's gonna cost you something. No matter what. Like I said, when I'm watching United games, like I said, I'm more relieved when we didn't win no Carabao Cup. I'm more relieved than I am happy. No, you know what I'm saying? I'm more relieved than I'm happy.
Well, we'll load the FA Cup for a
draw,
season.
yes. With a favourable draw, yes.
I can't wait to play United.
I mean, it's just funny.
Probably a draw. I don't see us going for it.
You should have just said about Arsenal not being from.
Because we don't go for it against you. We're not going to. Ollie don't go for it against the big six. Well, the five. You don't go for it. That's what I'm saying. I'm more relieved when Manchester United win. Oh yeah, well the 4 and the red in North London. Yeah, I hear you. But you get my point. My point is like, just United are just is what it is.
Can I just say, Z, being a disgrace to football is turning up since 2013 and not competing once in the Premier League. And
the comments again.
I don't see how.
What
have done to be a disgrace to football?
Yeah, can you can make the screen full, you know. You don't see the comments.
Nah, man, it's just ridiculous.
She loves it.
We won a trophy in 2008.
Why did you guys wake Kian up? She was nice, peacefully drifting.
Yeah, she was asleep. She did it. She asked.
Yeah,
she asked where the friggin' what game was it? She thought the game was at Anfield. She thought North London Derby at Anfield. Like what?
Now you book her up.
I don't know where she was at. I'm saying it's all mad. Large up my guys.
I'm not being funny, right? But if City didn't win the league again now for the next 8 years, I wouldn't be on here running my mouth. I wouldn't be doing it.
Hey,
make a full screen. Make a full screen.
Hey, Jan, we supposed to be friends. Relax. You don't be talking about me there.
You're not deluded like them. Like you're not in the comments going, "Ha, City is shit," because you know your level. And it's.
I know my weight class. That's true. I know.
You wouldn't have. Actually, nah, you can't have that flawless, man.
Nah, I know my weight class.
Just look down. Nah, man. Even when you're down, mate, you gotta be shameless about it. Say with the chest that we're not shit.
What am I gonna say? Oh, you only won 4 Premier Leagues in the last 5 years.
Yeah, something. You can't go down. You can't lose like that.
I got nothing.
I feel bad for you. You can't lose like that, man. You gotta put up some fight.
Yo, no, man. Sometimes you just gotta take the L, man. You gotta hold that. I can't say nothing in it.
You can't never admit defeat.
Nah, sometimes you just go, yo, Ollie Tax has got me in it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Ollie Tax is so heavy.
Yeah,
it's not that hefty, man. It's not that hefty.
It's the heftiest tax in the world.
It's not
world. No, when you win the tax will be lifted, isn't it? He's got to win the trophy with that team. He has to.
You don't have my water in it. Yeah, we ain't winning nothing. I said this now. Manchester United are not winning a trophy this season, and if we somehow do, it's because of a favourable draw in one of the cup competitions. I want to say that domestic cups. If we win the FA, if we get drew away to City, Spurs, Liverpool, on a run, Chelsea, you throw in that mix. We're not winning it. We're not winning
Daniel,
the FA Cup.
don't be coming for my team.
Did we not just lose? Wait. Did we not just lose to Young Boys?
Yes,
you did.
Yeah,
but apparently City are the ones that are not relevant in Europe. You're relevant.
The Swiss champions.
We lost to Young Boys, isn't it?
We relevant.
Arsenal are also not relevant in Europe. It's all
yeah,
good
they've
times.
been there for years. It is great times.
Excuse me.
We have more European.
I could not give a shit. You've not won nothing since 2008. I could not give it. Don't talk to me about any pedigree, but you got no pedigree. You got less pedigree than Leicester have.
No, that's not true because.
Excuse me. No, sorry. One second.
Wait,
You've got less pedigree than Swansea have. No, I'm sorry, man. I'm not having that.
No, can I tell you a fact that you can go off? We have more European trophies than you do.
Oh, well done. Oh, 96 trophies. Oh, well done. What have you won the last 20 years? What have you won under Pochettino's great era? What did you win? Please tell me.
Take me back to those days.
No, answer the question. What did you win? I want to hear trophy names. I want to hear trophies. Please tell me. What trophies did you win under Pochettino's great reign?
I didn't talk about trophies. I talk about European credibility.
Hang on. Cool. Even European credibility. Under Pochettino, your greatest ever manager, what did you do in Europe?
As a club, we still have more European credibility than you.
And as a club, you got nothing else. That's it. You got.
I mean,
a couple Europa League trophies back in 1960s. Is that really my biggest concern?
At the end of the day, your biggest concern is getting back into Europe.
Your greatest ever manager in recent history won less than Swansea under Michael Laudrup.
Your biggest concern is to get back in European football in any
biggest
way,
concern.
Form, so you focus on that right now.
Eleanor, can I ask you a question? How old were you when you last won a trophy?
I was in year 8.
You were still studying GCSEs back then. It's been that long, and you have the nerve to talk about an Arsenal fan.
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed
2008
it.
wasn't that long ago. Anyway, it was a shit manager. So to be fair, to be honest with you,
to put that into context, the last time Spurs won a trophy, I was in year 4.
That's fine.
That's how long it's been.
Let me tell you,
I've done high school. I've finished sixth form, and that's how long it's been. Don't give me pedigree in Europe, and you got nothing to show. Spurs are epitome of a nothing club. They've got no present, they've got no history, and they've got no future. I don't know how these men got chest.
He thinks he's winning the argument, but he just keeps talking. Right, listen, this argument.
He thinks he's winning the argument.
Alright, Bond Slav, man. We take Slav off that show now.
Listen. This whole you've got no trophies thing is so overused. My greatest day ever supporting the club was getting into a Champions League final because of the feeling it gave me.
So you're a big time loser.
2008. So to be honest with you, I don't really care about the League Cup. I care about.
So your greatest memory is losing a Champions League final. So your greatest memory is being a loser.
Getting into the Champions. Wait. Did I say that, or did I say the semi-final getting into the Champions League?
So your greatest memory is getting to a final and achieving nothing. That is your greatest memory. Are you being serious?
Do you know what it's like to go through?
So let me ask Flawless, right? Flawless, what's your greatest memory as a Man United fan?
This is where you ask questions.
I'm just asking you a question. Answer the question. What's your greatest memory as a Man United fan?
Stop talking. I will talk.
Yeah, you need to shut up and let her talk, innit? You know what I'm saying? Shut up, Babs.
Do you know what it feels like to be 3-0 down and then come back? Feeling football gives you is very different.
I know how it is to feel to lift some silverware. That's all I know.
I totally understand that.
No, you don't. You just don't know.
No. I understand what you're saying.
Players do that every lunchtime when they go to
it's
the
different.
Yeah, true say Audi Cup does count.
It's different how you manage success. You measure success. I measure success in the elevation of my club. Elevation of my club was under Pochettino rather than 2008 in the League Cup. So for me, the elevation of my club gave me made me feel proud to be a Spurs fan, genuinely. So if you're going to talk to me about success, then it's depending how you manage success. If Brighton finished top 10 this season, that's success to them. Tottenham's success was finishing in the top 4 comparing to where we were. So if you want to talk about Pochettino's great years, he definitely elevated my club more than any other manager has in the Premier League era. That's my opinion.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, again, standards-wise, he doesn't compare because if top 4 was an achievement for you guys, top 4 was the reason why we wanted to sack Arsene Wenger.
But that was after 10 years, not after 5.
No, the whole point is we've been that our standards are a lot higher. So if our greatest ever manager, how long without, for example, Pochettino is your greatest man. Hang on, I'll let you speak. Let me speak now. Your greatest ever manager had, in recent history, had all those years, Pochettino, the team, the Kane, the Sons, whoever, all that time, all the elevation, all that blah 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 nonsense, right? what did he win? What's the crowning achievement? What is it? Getting to a Champions League final and losing? Well, it's top 4 trophy now because to Man United it's not a trophy. The Chelsea's not a trophy. The City's not a trophy. I don't know why it's. If that is the case, then I put Tottenham in the category of Leicester because for Leicester, top 4 is success. So. I guess so. I'm not quite sure. So I'll go back to Flawless for a second. Flawless, I want to ask you a question, right? Can I use the crowd, please? Flawless, please do answer. What's your greatest memory as a Man United fan? What's your greatest memory? Just be honest. What's your greatest day as a United fan? Wait. Now answer, Flawless. Come on, answer it, man.
Probably this conversation to end.
Now we'll end it in a sec.
We got to end it in a sec.
Can I explain something? You just said you put us in the same category as Leicester. Do you know why? Because our owners put us in that category too. Our owners spend
rightly so
less, if not the same, if not less than Leicester. So if we're going to talk about where our own, where we are and where you value us same as Leicester, yes, you should. You 100% should, because that is where our owners put us as well. We spend money to get into the top 4, not to win the league, not to win trophies. We don't spend money to get a squad. Under Poch, we didn't have a squad. We had an 11, and his backups were supposed to step up to be our first team when we sold those first team players. We sold Walker, who ended up to be our first right back, Trippier, which was his backup. We never then straight for the ball like for like. You've got to remember how we're run. We're not run the same way as you all are in this room. We are not run the same. We are run to be a top 4 in and around that mix club. We are not run to win things. So you're talking about, you put us in the same bracket as Leicester. You 100% should, because that is exactly where our owners put us.
That's a fair point.
There you go. We agreed.
We're going to close out the show, people. We'll go to
some dumb comment before we get
another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes, lads.
Seriously, I just see
my breakfast.
I'm about to get shot. Let me put on the vest.
No. I didn't say
wait. We peoples. We peoples. Let me put on this bulletproof vest behind me before you carry on. Go on.
No, it's not even about United. He's talking about Qataris and the Arab and Man City. They hate each other. What should we do? People from Abu Dhabi do not like people from Qatar at all. So it's just
another geography lesson for you. There you go, people.
Yeah.
Right, we move, but we'll go to you, Timo. Anything you want to add before? Love to everyone who's locked in as well. Timo, anything you want to add before we bounce and leave the show?
Yeah, just looking forward to the League Cup. Probably a dead competition, but yeah, just want to see some rotation. Therefore, get some game time for the likes of Loftus-Cheek, and I'll wait for Wednesday, innit?
Okay, Babs.
Yeah, again, Carabao Cup midweek, Wimbledon, some rotation as well. See some youngsters, Charlie Bettino, and then the title charge continues next weekend.
No,
want a surfer?
You better be here next week if you lose. I'm just saying.
I'll be here next week anyway. So on the Q&A, just Babs and Lena next week discussing.
Their own show.
Outside of football, subscribe to this channel. Obviously, big stuff happening. We've got the NBA streams popping up real soon.
Yes.
Myself, Flawless, our rookie coach.
Rookie coach.
Well,
I'm the rookie coach.
Peter Harris, the Oracle, if anyone can find him.
Yeah, he'll be back around somewhere. We'll get the ethical Oracle back.
All these, we'll be back, man. You'll be sick of us. 9 months of these spaces.
Yeah, literally us. NBA, I can't wait. And of course, a regular co-host on here, 1/4 of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, main co-host of Talking at Tottenham Talk. Eleanor is in the building.
Hello.
Anything you want to add, Eleanor?
Anything I'd like to say? This has been a different Q&A, isn't it?
It's what it is, isn't it? You never know who's going to drop into the city. That's what it is. You never know.
It's been fun. I like having debates, so it's been fun. But yeah, just to say, I just want to close on this because people are saying I called my club small. No, I didn't. Let me say one thing. My club, I support a property development company, not a football club. So if this is the way my club is run, we are run off the pitch. We're a giant. We're brilliant. We've got the best training facilities, best stadium, all this crap. We're run like a Real Madrid off the pitch and like a Barnsley on the pitch.
Fair enough. So yeah,
Barnsley owner.
Make sure any Barnsley fans who are watching this live or watching this back don't get offended, innit?
Yeah,
just
no
putting it out there, innit?
yeah,
No disrespect to any Yorkshiremen or Yorkshire women, all right?
No, I just mean club size.
Yeah.
I just mean that's the type of caliber of players we'll be fighting over together. That's why.
Yeah, that's where John Stones comes from, Barnsley.
Random facts. Random facts.
Yeah,
Since we're just putting out random facts, did you know killer whales are not actually whales?
Yeah.
Facts. Oh, killer whales are actually dolphins.
Penguins are birds.
Big
wait, a penguin?
Dolphins.
Wait,
penguins are birds. Yeah.
Penguins are wait.
Birds that don't fly.
Like chickens.
They're the same family. They're like cousins.
It's chickens are a bird. I thought chickens are the only birds that don't fly. Now I find out it's penguins. It's mad. You never know. This is Jan's fault that this happened. Here we go. You found out new useless information on here. John Stones is from Barnley. Penguins are birds. Penguins are birds. I don't know why it'd be useful. I don't know. What was I gonna say? I thought even other things. Killer whales are actually not whales.
Give us your tuna. Give us your tuna.
Killer whales are not actually whales. They're dolphins. You figure out new stuff all the time, and it's crazy. And anything you want to add before we what's it called?
Nah, people in the comments just need to stop hating us. It's not my fault you've got an American owner. Not my fault.
Yo, shows like laughing like chickens is facts. You know what I'm saying? That's facts like chickens. You know what I'm saying? They're a bird that can't fly. That's why they're made to be cooked. That's why it's so delicious. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like chicken, I look at you weird if you're not a fan of chicken, unless you're like vegetarian or vegan, then that makes sense. Other than that. Well, yeah, and anything else you want to add?
And if Source is getting
they're
free,
delicious, isn't it?
if Source is getting free Premier League assist in a whole season, then I hope that the Bruyne don't have no Source in it. That is what it is.
Oh, you lot of jokers. They can't. So why don't they fly away then, rather than just stay on the ground and get cooked? You know what I'm saying? I've never seen flying chickens just in there. Like, I've never seen like.
Maybe they're depressed.
Maybe they want to get cooked.
You know why they're depressed? Because they're associated with the cockerel, and so they're all just sad.
Nando's FC.
Fucking hell. I'm just gonna spend the whole night on Google now.
But literally, Google penguins. It's birds. They're birds.
Oh, I never knew.
I never thought got me double checking my own facts. You know, actually.
Money.
You know what? I've never thought about what they are. Still, I've never thought about it. It's never crossed my mind as to what actual animal they are. I never thought about it. Because when I think penguins, I just think the shitty villain from Batman. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yeah, that's what I think.
Penguins are cute, man.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that makes a terrible villain. You've never seen a great villain and be like, yeah, the villain's cute. You know what I'm saying?
I love
it defeats the purpose of a villain, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It defeats the whole purpose. I'm not a fan of Batman. I think Batman's washed. You know what I'm saying? If he gets caught in traffic in the Batmobile, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? What's he gonna do?
I'm just saying, yeah. I mean, you know,
if the Batmobile runs out of petrol,
imagine trying to do that Batmobile in London. The congestion charge would be madness. Where are you going to park it as well?
Look at the villains he struggles against, man. Man struggles against a penguin, which is a bird that can't fly. Get me some guy with lipstick on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some done asking questions. The Riddler. He's a bird that can't fly.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
They actually got though.
Some Catwoman.
They're cute, man.
Catwoman, a florist. This guy struggles against
penguins.
basic.
I have bare penguin facts. You know why? Because I went to Orlando and I actually did to meet the penguin thing. So penguins, right? You know the reason why they live in like the ice and stuff in like just because they're really, really hot. Like their temperature is like mad. So they lie on the ice to cool down.
Oh, is it? I didn't even know that. And someone said thoughts on Pingu. Pingu was a G. Why was his mom always ironing?
They're just bare hot. They're bare hot. They can't fly outside.
Yeah, whoever. Why is someone ironing and they never wear clothes? What were they ironing for? Every episode they was ironing on Pingu, yeah, and he never wore clothes. What are you ironing for?
Yeah, but don't you remember Donald Duck? Don't you remember Donald Duck? He wore the hat and the thing.
Yeah.
But he came out of the shower wearing a towel. I never understood that.
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah, but it's like when Arthur has headphones on.
It's like when Donald Duck, when he comes out the shower, he puts a towel around his waist, but then only wears a jacket.
Yeah. This guy can put his ding-a-ling all out. It's mad. Yeah, it's
keeping
crazy.
His pecker in there, that's why.
All right, people, this is literally Sarcasm City TV in a nutshell. Like, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is exactly what the shows are like. We're back. I was going to say
Next
tomorrow
week,
we're back.
Penguin Q&A.
Yeah.
I love it. I can answer the question.
You know what? Bring your useless animal facts. That's what I want from all of you lot. Next Q&A, your useless animal facts. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah, what's the myth one? Daddy Longlegs is one of the most poisonous insects in the world that has no teeth. You know, something like that. You know what I mean? It's like one of those. Yeah. You know.
I love that.
Oh my god! Oh, I can't believe I'm here at 3 o'clock in the morning cracking up that penguins can't fly. Oh my god!
But they can dance. Seem happy for you.
Can I say, why are people talking about me in the comments? No, what is going on? I just think.
Don't worry.
My name is everywhere.
You lot are jokers. Oh, you lot crack me up. But yes, as I was saying, we're back today on the YouTube channel. Stats, Facts, and Vibes, Fantasy Premier League. So Premier League show, myself and Statman Baines. That'll be at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. from a third eye view. That's on the Pi Radio YouTube Premier League show. Myself, Stro, Tox will be the special guest. 10 p.m. back on the YouTube. Not in London. You're in London.
I'm not in London.
So why you how did I know you wasn't in Manchester? How did I know you was in Manchester?
I've been in Manchester. How do you think I was at the game?
I didn't know you was at the game.
Yeah.
How do I know you was at the game when we haven't communicated this?
Yeah, he's been ignoring me for days, guys.
All right, okay. All right, putting your violin away. As I was saying, where was I at? Yes, and 10 p.m. When you back? When you going back?
After Wickham.
When do you play Wickham?
Tuesday.
Oh, see, I would have gone you next one, but we move. But yeah, 7 p.m. from a third eye view on the Pi Radio YouTube. That's the Premier League show. Myself, Stro, Talks that start at 7 p.m. Then 10 p.m. Gonna Talk from the Arsenal will be back. That is the Arsenal show. So Cam, Shocks, all the Arsenal boys will be on there. Then midnight, doing the most. That'll be on the Twitch. And then following that straight after is doing the least. Yeah, of course.
No, but am I on Gonna Talk because of the North London Derby?
We'll do it later in the week. I'm thinking.
Okay, we can do it on. It can be my Thursday. First. Yeah, it could be a Thursday.
Sick show.
So yeah, you got the North London Derby preview on my show, my debut. So that's a mad show.
Yay!
Debut. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Eleanor make it like there you go. You love to see it. Yay. So that'll be Gonna Talk from the Arsenal podcast versus Talking That Tottenham Talk podcast. So Arsenal versus Spurs preview. That will happen on Thursday. Obviously, Eleanor's show is on Thursdays fortnightly.
Pure Glazers in people in the comments, man. Loving up your owners, man. It's embarrassing.
I'm Glazers in as well.
Hey, listen. I'll just be out this whole shit.
You know what it is, yeah? People don't realise that when they're like slandering City's ticket prices and go, we sell out Old Trafford, it's like, yeah, you're keeping the Glazers in power, isn't it? There's a reason why you ain't been in no title race since 2013. And it's going to stay that way.
She's got smoke today. She woke up with smoke.
Yeah, she woke up after she figured out the North London Derby wasn't being played in Liverpool. It was over from there. You know what I'm saying? It was over from there. Yeah, just parking it. Park the Prince and that.
She woke up angry.
She woke up angry. But we ended in it. Timo came back on just to show off his hair gel. You know what I'm saying? And that. Let's go, Timo. And this has been the Soccer. This has been a crazy edition, as always. This has been. Make sure you check out Babs' channel. Follow Winter Surfer. Follow Timo, Eleanor, Yan. You can find all their socials when you follow me, Twitter, and Instagram. Big up everyone that's locked. This has been